You're listening to Hurrdat Sports Live.
That one is driven deep to left field. Going back is Green. He's on the track at the wall. See ya! A home run for Goldschmidt. He leads it off with a bomb, and it's 1-0 Yanks.
Drives this ball to deep left center field. Larnett going back at the track at the wall. Goodbye! Home run, Mookie Betts. Dodgers strike first. Here's this 1-2 to Buxton. It is the sweeper that's lifted to left field. On comes Ward, coming hard and making the catch. Tony with a chuckle. Fly ball, left field. Way back on his way. Right here. Grand slam, Dansby Swanson. He's knocked in 7. And the Cubs indeed do break it open. It's 10-3. Have a day, Dansby. The 2-1. Line drive, base hit, left center field. 2 more coming in to score. Kelly, then Ramirez. He's knocked in 15 in the series and 4 more here tonight. That's 11 runs batted in for Dansby Swanson in the doubleheader.
Welcome in. I almost said welcome back. I guess we're back from yesterday to Hurrdat Sports Live.
Is that what the kids say? We back?
We out here, right?
That's not what I was going to say.
This is where the magic
Can
happens.
I feel that squishy? Have you opened it?
No. Presented by Next Gen Mail Medical. That's DB. I'm Ravi Lulla here at Hurrdat
Back
Sports
in the day.
What up?
HQ.
Yeah.
How we doing, DB?
Puff brownie batter.
Yeah, it's your favorite brownie batter.
That would be baby batter.
Oh, my bad.
Suave. I like your haircut, buddy. It's very nice. You look like a new person.
Don't try and just skip past what just happened.
What happened?
I'm just talking.
What happened?
Have you ever had those Built bars?
No.
They're very squishy.
Yeah,
I
they're
don't-
They're marshmallow.
Yeah, they're like
I
a
don't-
mellow or mallow.
mellow.
Mallow.
Like LaMelo Ball, who's about to get traded. Do you want to do some trade machine stuff? I'm in. Let's go.
You are ridiculous.
He's weird with that. So
I don't work out, so I don't eat Built Bars.
we lifted. He said workout, and it automatically threw me. We lost him for like 4 minutes of an interview yesterday because he was pounding away on the trade machine, and he played it off so smooth. But I could see him frantically, like.
I was trying to figure out what's going
Robbie's
on.
a trade machine goat.
And I'm talking, and my man low-key just slides me the old laptop screen.
Do you know how many times
That's how you know we can work together.
Do you know how many times this last season Robbie would just send me screenshots of
Yes.
trades for
Yes.
Giannis for the Knicks?
He is unusually.
He's like, this will work for you.
But,
Yeah,
but-
and
but-
what
but
do
hey,
I always say? Who says no?
but
Who
hey-
says no?
But hey, at least he's not 38, right? Nepo baby. You're fine. Stop being a crybaby.
I hate Mike Dunleavy so much.
Stop being a crybaby.
You should put him on the list of the people that I hate yesterday. That
we're
we
gonna
were
get a whatever you call these. They're not fat heads. They're not bobble heads. They're just
heads.
They're just heads on a stick.
Yeah,
Heads on a stick.
they're like corn dog heads.
We're down to 2.
What do you mean?
Heads or corn dogs.
Oh, okay.
She goes in phases. So we've had a couple of really good, what I would probably, as a guy that's relatively gainfully employed, I would say we've had a couple of struggle meals lately, and they've been sensational.
Like poverty nachos.
Yeah, so
I love poverty nachos. They're delicious.
Zoe's on this thing, and we would do this with hamburger buns. Hopefully my mom's not like, Demon. We would do these things with like hamburger buns, and she'd flip them over, and we would do like pizza meat and cheese and make like pizza burgers. But they were open faced. They weren't like
I've seen
a
those.
sandwich.
Yeah, those are pretty good.
So Jay started these deals with like English muffins, and I think she feels pressure to use groceries that she buys from me. Not from me, like
the pressure is
the
from
pressure
you.
is from
Yeah.
me, because Lord knows I have not. I mean, I'm a lot of fun to be around at home.
You're like, hey, you use those groceries you buy?
It's kind of not that obvious. It's probably more passive aggressive, where if we're in the same room and I see it, you may get the, I may look at it
Mhm.
or take it out or rearrange it to put it where it's supposed to be, and I'll go. So it's probably more like that.
You at least got to be like, you got to, I mean, listen, you got to, if you're like rearranging, you'd be like, hey, I'm going to put these in front so you don't forget we have them.
I try to keep conversation to a minimum. But having said that, so
no, Alex, most people waste the groceries they buy, honestly. Like if you like percentage wise, people waste a ton of groceries.
I'm not that dude.
No, but like people will buy vegetables or something, they go bad. Like people waste a lot of groceries. I don't think that's
Micah
unusual.
had some yesterday morning after 7-on-7, which by the way, Gretna East has some nice skill.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got some fellas. He had like I wasn't really paying attention because I was just trying to figure out the dog deal. And he was done, and I looked at the bowl, and it looked like remnants of rice. And I'm like, I don't know when the last time I made rice was. And I said, hey, I said, what'd you eat? He goes, oh, I ate that leftover rice. I thought there was meat in it, but by the time I got to the end, there was no meat. So I thought about it for a second, and I was like, wow. He had the Mexican rice that I made last week, like Tuesday or Wednesday.
That's pretty aggressive for rice.
And
rice is a little dicey at that point, honestly. Like,
no, I know.
Like, I'm not even. This isn't like a
DB thing. I know.
Yeah, like rice is sketchy in a hurry.
So, that kind of got me started on using what's in the fridge, and so for whatever the reason, there's like a couple of low key. I'm fairly bougie with groceries.
Yeah,
right?
You buy good food.
But there's two things we have in there that of course I didn't buy, but they're in the fridge.
Mm-hmm.
One is Cheese Whiz.
Yeah, you would never buy Cheese Whiz.
No, like jarred.
Yeah.
And the other is like pizza sauce out of a squeeze bottle. I mean, like old school, like Chef Boyardee, like you'd get it on the bottom row of the grocery store.
Yeah.
Pizzas. Do you know what I'm talking about? It has like the green flip top.
Yeah.
I think it's Contadina or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So they split the English muffins in half. They swapped Cheese Whiz, pizza sauce, and mozzarella cheese. And Zoe can eat about 6 of those.
Really? That's a lot.
So she had 3 in one sitting, 3 halves. So it's really only a English muffin and a half.
But with the like toppings and stuff, like that's a lot. 6.
She doesn't want any. She doesn't want any meat.
That's 3 English muffins.
No, listen to what I'm saying.
No, but you said she could eat 6. That'd be 3 English muffins. That's a lot.
Yeah, she could.
Like that's aggressive.
So that's what she's been on.
You need to tell her to chill. Like,
and then the day before yesterday, I had 2 potatoes that had been we have like I don't know what you call it. It's so we don't just collect veggies on the counter, but it's like a 2-level basket. And
I've seen those. Yeah. They're like metal.
Yeah. So there's like 2 potatoes in there. And I was like, golly, man, I don't really like.
Oh, you shouldn't put potatoes in there.
No, I know. Where do you put potatoes in a cold, dark spot?
Yeah, you're supposed to put them like under the counter.
So I don't buy bagged potatoes. I buy like
one at a time.
Probably 3.
You eat.
I'm not a big bag potato guy because for that very reason.
You eat fewer potatoes than I do.
So the only reason I started eating them the last week or so is because there's a lot of guys that I follow on TikTok that say if I want a good source of this is the best.
Dude, potatoes are great.
This is the best thing for it.
Yeah.
So I cubed them up and I put them in water and I got all the starch and I boiled them. They're like little cubes. I boiled them to get them almost done.
Mm-hmm.
Then I seasoned them a little grazie, like this oil, and I like crisped them up. I mean, like crispy.
Yeah.
And I cut up this sausage that I ordered from Ohio. I think it's Raddell's, Raddells. It's amazing. And I grated some cheddar cheese and I cracked an egg on top and I put the lid on the skillet. Man, I'm like, I should do this more often. This meal cost me about $4. if I'm being honest.
Okay, so hold on here.
Sounds like a pretty good meal.
Like that would be a struggle. So I'm like,
That's
hey,
a Shane budget. $4.
I could.
That's about what you spent on those meals, right? Like $4.
I mean, it beats being mad over putting fillets on street tacos. Buying fresh.
we get some street
cilantro.
tacos. Yeah, I guess we'll use this ribeye. What are you guys doing? A-holes. Okay, so I gotta ask, how did you find a random sausage shop in Ohio?
Brett Tooties, our offensive line coach, is from there.
Oh, okay.
And he went home.
Okay.
And he brought a bag. It was frozen. And he's so cool. He just left them on my porch in the morning, on a Saturday morning. And he's like, hey, I know you like good meat. Or, yeah, that's what he said. But save the kid. Save the jokes.
DB, finding sausage in random towns.
Grazia. Yeah, that's what it is, Sweet Chuck. I don't know what it is. Grazia.
Rico, that's mean.
I just know it has a couple of Z's in it. Whatever. I know Chucky Chuck knows.
I'm more of a sausage guy, though.
And so now I order from them. So
that's actually, I mean, that at least makes sense. I just imagined you like scouring the internet for like the best sausage place in the country.
I mean, that's kind of what happened.
Yeah, but at least you had a connection.
Like I order food from the Louisiana Seafood Company.
Yeah. It's fine. It's just
I like good food.
Oh,
that's why the Cheese Whiz and the
you're just doing a lot.
Squeeze bottled pizzas. There's just I guess there are just some things that are better old school.
Yeah, I don't think pizza sauce is one of them.
I would know the first thing about good pizza sauce. That's like me talking about.
I have very particular pizza sauce taste. So what I like,
a lot of people do, right? Like you like what you like with pizza.
Like so what I want on pizza sauce is not necessarily good for everybody else, but I want 0 chunks. I don't want chunks of anything in there.
Chuck, that's funny. I drove by there the other day and I passed.
On that one?
Because it's by the restaurant you like.
Yeah.
And my buddy's nutrition shop is right there.
I mean, not that I like that I go to a lot, but it's fine.
It's a little overrated. The kids like it because they can do their own individual.
Natasha likes that one a lot.
Yeah, no.
You're talking about the...
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, not for
I thought you meant the place
not for $30 a head. It's roughly gonna come up to that.
Yeah, I thought you were talking about the place I go with my mom.
No, I would no.
And I was like, no.
I mean, not that you have bad taste, but I'm not going to a chain.
A chain place. No, I get it.
I'm not.
No, that Natasha likes that place more than I do. It's just we go when she wants to go.
Yeah, so I don't mind. I don't mind Stoicich. I had to break down because my pig's almost gone. I was just at Paisans the other day. I have very little breakfast sausage left, so I went to a local grocery store to get fresh ground breakfast sausage.
What'd you get?
Hashtag fail.
What'd you get?
I got fresh ground breakfast sausage.
Yeah, but like, how was it?
It's not good.
Just because it was a regular grocery store, not like a butcher?
So I hope that's not the case. I hope they just like the movie. I hope it was like Star Wars. It was just a bad batch. But is that right? Did I use that right?
Yeah, that's
Shane?
a good one. I'm surprised by that poll.
That was a cartoon, right?
Yeah, it was a pretty recent one too.
Yeah, that's a shocking pull from Damon.
Yeah, like I was stunned here.
That
like,
was.
I'm gonna be honest.
You stopped me
impressive.
by tracks.
It's because I saw it on my. It was on the bottom.
Oh, like on a banner.
Yeah.
Still, like I'm astonished.
You just kind of wove that in there like it was nothing.
Yeah,
that was impressive.
It was a bad. I clearly think breakfast sausage is something that grocery stores can screw up.
Well, I think anybody can screw it up. It's just
why don't you just make the mix the same?
Well, you got different employees doing it though.
It didn't even brown. It kind of had like a reddish and orange hue to it.
That doesn't seem great. That might not be that might be a quality of the meat issue there. If it's not cooking correctly, that sounds like there's an issue with the quality of the meat.
It was a little stickier too.
Yeah, that sounds like there's something wrong with them. Not necessarily wrong, but different with the meat, not necessarily the seasoning.
That's fine. Is there anything you like cheaper than like
frozen pizzas?
Really?
I like the cheap frozen pizzas, like Totino's. You used to be able to get those mugs for like 59 cents.
When I was in Zoe.
But like fancy, like the fancy frozen pizza. They have some that cost like $20.
So I saw.
I don't like
I
those.
saw
Like,
some in the
just
that-
unnecessary.
the breakfast sausage.
Yeah.
I didn't see a big frozen pizza for Shane. I'm in your wheelhouse for less than like $9.99. I thought it was extortion. I'm like, who's paying $10 for a frozen pizza?
Yeah, like those ones. I
It's
think
a little hefty.
I think the Totinos are still under $2. And
Aren't you a Matalata or a Latza Matza or what's that brand? And you bought it and you're like, yeah, no. It was the chicken Alfredo one.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I mean, who's buying chicken Alfredo frozen pizza in the first place? What are we doing?
Kind of sounds good.
I would try chicken Alfredo pizza from a restaurant. That's not something that's going to freeze well. If I'm doing frozen pizza, you guys stay super basic. I get like pepperoni or the meat trio from
Is there
Totino's.
anything you prefer cheap?
Besides the frozen pizzas? So I think French fries.
Ooh, do tell.
Like most, I think I've yet to find a like high end or like
Kobe.
It does, man. He's right.
I survived off those in college.
Dude, I ate so many of those in high school and college.
You just toss that in the oven and then you just take it out on the box.
You use the box as the
Yeah,
plate.
you don't cut it. You just grab it and eat it.
We've had this conversation. Shane, is it red? Which is the one that you like that I screenshot you when there's like twofers?
I can't remember. But the way I usually do it is I usually buy one that's kind of expensive and I eat that one right away. And then I put the other cheaper ones in the freezer. So,
like, you know which ones are really good? Oh,
so
sorry,
like
go
the
ahead, Jay.
chicken Alfredo, like if you get it right away and you just eat it,
It's not bad.
Yeah.
Okay. You know what ones are really good, and I think
I got one.
They end up being like $3 a pop.
Yeah.
The Costco frozen pizzas, like the Kirkland brand frozen pizzas, are so good.
Zoe's on the Detroit City bread.
Oh, yeah.
And we can doctor it up. I'll show you a picture. It's a lot for her, but she can eat like 3 of the strips.
Yeah.
And sometimes she wants like pizza drizzle sauce on it or not, but it's basically like cheese bread. I got one.
What's cheaper?
That's cheap. You know what's low key good is like a good frozen beer battered fish fillet.
Oh,
Like Van de Kamp's or Gorton's or something like that. Like there are
Interesting.
times where with like a nice slice of cheese that and I just knife and fork it too, like so I can eat like 6.
yeah.
You know, I don't have to put them on a bone. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can just like sometimes those are good.
I've yet to find a French fry, an expensive French fry that I like more than Arby's curly fries.
What's an expensive French fry?
I mean, some of the restaurants have like truffle fries, or you go to.
I've had the same bottle of truffle oil for probably 9 months.
You're not a big truffle guy, though.
I like it. I don't love it.
It
And you
overpowers,
only
yeah.
need a little.
A lot of people use too much, but there's like I've had some good truffle fries, or
What
I don't
about-
know. I'll get like sides of fries places sometimes because I don't do veggies a lot like when I go out to eat, so I'll get fries a lot, whether it's steakhouses or wherever. And I've yet to find a French fry I like more than an Arby's curly fry.
You know who I wonder who keeps craft plastic cheese slice people in business? Like who keeps it? Oh, sorry.
That's me.
You like peel the
With the
plastic?
peel, yep.
Is it? Please say it's only when you melt it.
Yeah. I'm not eating. I'm just not taking it out and eating it. No, I'll toss it on like a burger and melt it. I'm not.
I guess I could see that because melted would be fine.
Plus, with kids, like I'm sure the kids go through it quite a bit. So this is a hot take, I'm sure, but like burgers are not my favorite.
Yeah, which is fascinating.
I love beef.
I get it.
I love
it. I
beef.
get it. I get it.
But if I'm gonna spend, so like, because like, what do you spend on like if you go out to eat, what do you spend on like a fancy burger now?
Oh, it's gonna be 17, 18 bucks.
Yeah, it's like you're getting close to $20, right?
Yeah.
If I'm spending that anyway, like I'm just gonna get a steak. Like if I want beef and I'm gonna spend
I just had this conversation with Arvin. I haven't ordered a steak out since Pivot.
So the quality of a burger compared to the price, like more often than not, if I crave a burger, I want a crappy, and I understand it's crappy, McDonald's cheeseburger. That's like if more often than not, if I want a burger, that's what I want. Because like if I want like good quality beef, I'm not getting a burger.
Yeah.
I don't like burgers that much in general, but every once in a while I will crave a McDonald's cheeseburger.
This guy that started the Fit Meal fast food app, like to get the best like macros, he ordered 4 quarter-pounder burgers from McDonald's, and they were only $2 a piece. So he got 4 patties for $8. I thought that was a pretty good deal. Like if I could get,
that's pretty good. Yeah, 4 patties for $8.
Yeah, if I could go eat someplace and get good quality, because
you definitely pay $8 for 4
I pay
patties.
$8 for that.
Yeah, usually you pay twice that, at least.
Right?
If you're getting 4 patties,
Honestly,
he sends you the stuff that I give you. That he's the guy that I send you on like the tiers, like whey protein or chicken breast versus chicken. Like he's that dude.
Yeah, I mean that's 4 patties or 4 patties for $8 is good.
There's another one too, cheap.
What is it?
So I don't know the brand, but they're $2.99 and they're tortilla chips. They say $2.99 on the bag.
I know exactly, and it's just like a plain like bag. Like there's not really any frills
like
to it.
Not much.
I know exactly which one you're talking about. Those
Just
are absolute gas.
Put those in the oven for like 4 or 5 minutes and get them warm, and they're completely fine.
Interesting.
They're like $2.99 because chips are high.
Yeah, a lot of them are like $5.99 for the bag.
If you warm them up, you get some salsa. It tastes just like
I got that
from
from my mom. Was like, because I'm not a chips and salsa guy. Our family is a chips and salsa family.
I love chips and salsa.
So at any point in our household, you could get, and they're all different. Like some are scoops, some are so chill, some are. It's like, who's eating all these?
Yeah.
No one. They're going to eventually be thrown out, which is why we had to go to the oven.
I will I will mess up some chips and salsa. Although I don't keep them around the house usually because I will eat them. Like I'll just keep eating them. But when we like go out to Mexican places and stuff, like there are times I'm just craving like, hey, I just want really good chips and salsa. I'll figure out the rest of the meal later.
Shane, even at the frozen entree price point, you find some frozen meals are better than others, right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Are you a big frozen meal guy?
I was, yeah. I used to do a lot of frozen meals. When I was powerlifting and stuff, I would do a bunch of frozen meals.
Shane, what's high for a whole meal? $8?
Yeah, probably.
So I used to did you ever do the Devour meals, Shane?
No.
So the Devour meals have higher protein content.
Like he cares.
Well, I was just asking. It seems like he's got like a little bit of
Shane, you a big protein guy?
I'm a big protein guy.
Didn't know if he was trying to.
I take my protein shakes. I haven't had one for like a week, but
just trying to include Shane in the show.
Building that muscle mass.
No, so the Devour ones have higher protein contents than most of them. And for like a relatively normal amount of calories, because like the Hungry Man's, you'll get the higher protein, but it's like,
God, that's old.
But it's like, hey, 1,200 calories, but you get your 25 grams of protein. It's like, okay, that's aggressive. The Devour ones are pretty good though. And I think they end up being like $5 or $6. You can get them on sale sometimes for like $4.50.
What's a good deal, Shane? I told you about the guy that checked out that had like 8. No, I'm not done yet, Suave. Stacks of frozen meals.
That's
See,
too
Kenny
much.
knows.
That's too much. Start like cooked, bro.
Kenny says Devour meals are dollar for dollar the most satisfying ones you can get. I agree. The Devour ones were good.
And I think Kenny's on the strict, not the strict diet, but
No,
I
but
think
he's
he
been losing a lot of
cares
weight.
about caloric intake.
Traven,
Did you ever
my max bench was 405 to answer your question.
Did you ever get the Devour meals that weren't frozen, that were just on the shelf?
I've
You just
never-
have to, add water.
Uh-uh.
Those not too bad.
Same brand?
Yeah.
I haven't seen those. Interesting.
So I need my, and I'll move on to sports here shortly. I need my dog lovers to step up here for a second. So
what's up?
I ordered I was in a bind. I forgot that Biggie was out of, because he has to eat soft dog food. So we've been buying like Fresh Pet or something like that whenever these high dollar value ones are. And I had to Instacart it because the schedule got screwed up with Zoe's game. Anyway, I couldn't leave the house for a second, and the dogs had to eat. So the Instacart shopper, I didn't see the alert.
Mhm.
She couldn't get what I originally
Oh,
wanted.
so they were
She
asking
couldn't
about
get
a
the log.
substitution.
So she asked about a substitution, and I think she brought something back better.
Really?
And it was cheaper, but I don't know for dog people. Like if you're going with fresh dog food, like made with real food, like Fresh Pet or whatever the brand is it economic? Is it good to get the refrigerated stuff? Like, is that good value? Because I immediately, when I saw that it was like whatever it was, $10.69 or whatever, and I was like, God, he only needs 3/4 of a cup, up to a cup for the day.
Yeah.
I automatically started pretend scooping.
Yeah.
I was like, how long would this last?
Yeah,
me?
trying to figure out like how many servings.
Yeah,
you
because
get.
my bag of dog food costs $60.
Yeah.
And that's not going to last me the month.
No, yeah, so I've thought about that because we get the expensive dog food for like the dry dog food.
Like freeze dried?
No, like the kibble, but it's like Hill Science, so it's like the expensive stuff.
Of course.
But the
same guy that spends $40 on a sandwich for lunch.
That's literally never happened.
Who would even walk into that place for lunch?
So here was the problem: is I had to be out in that part of town I was running errands or something, and I was like, I need to eat something, and I was looking around, and the other place out there that I was all the way out on that also closed. Remember, I talked to you about the I think it was the crab stuffed shrimp, and I was like, this is crap.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And I was like, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
And that place closed down like a month later.
Dogs eat better. They do, Corey.
Oh, that's not true. I eat pretty good.
It needs context, coordinator.
I mean, I eat pretty good.
TV bragging about a $4 struggle meal, but then Instacarting. Coordinator,
He's got the membership. He tells me this every time.
I keep telling you guys, when my membership expires from Instacart, I'm done.
Yeah.
Did you Instacart the struggle food?
No.
This man Instacarted cinnamon and tortilla.
Just bashing me over Instacart.
That's like having a self-driving cart for the homeless people outside Casey's.
It's fine. Listen, I got roped into Instacart for 12 months, and I'm going to...
Chuck says that membership is getting renewed.
It's a total accident.
Man, so the wife and I had a little bit of like a food delivery problem for a second. Like we were doing it way too much. But we've been...
Wait. Who's we?
Like both of us, we'd be like, what are we doing for dinner? It's like, let's just order something. Like we were doing it like multiple times a week. And so, and we're like, God, this is getting pretty expensive. And so but I think we've been clean and sober for like 3 years now. I think it was, and almost 3 years. That was our New Year's resolution going into 2024. It was like, no more delivery. Like we're cutting this off. And we've been good. Like 2.5 years. We're all the way in. We're good. We got it.
You haven't had any food delivered to the house in 2.5 years.
The one exception, because we were like, okay, if we would have had it delivered before.
Is there anything you guys can do with my voice? The coach.
I think you sound great.
I think it sounds like.
The only exception was pizza, because we would have had pizza delivered before. So if we want pizza delivered, that one's okay, and we do that. I don't know, maybe once every couple months.
Pizza seems high.
Well, it's like the thing was we were like there's some places really close to our house, and we were like door dashing that, and it's like, let's just go get it. Like, this is stupid.
Close
but
to your house.
I mean, there's a bunch of stuff over there, and we were being lazy. We're just like, just go get it. This is dumb. Like, don't pay an extra $20 or whatever it ends up being with the up charges and tip and whatever. And so we're like, okay, like let's just go get it, or we don't need it that bad.
Shane, I know you're the pizza guy, but I know inches have never mattered to you. What's a good size pizza? Is it 12? Is it 14? Is it 16? Is it 18?
I go by sizes. I don't know by we'll get a large, but I don't know what the
inches are.
Yeah.
What's affordable for a delivery for a pizza?
So if you're going by size, like at Tortino's, I could eat a whole Tortino's.
It's Totino's, but carry on.
Fair enough.
It's a hamburger.
That's my dude.
So if you're getting anything bigger, I mean, I'm putting it in the fridge. The rest of it. So
some of these pizza places are like I see these commercials for like Godfathers, and I'm like, 2 pizzas for 30 some bucks. That seems high.
So you'll probably make fun of this, but we usually do Domino's.
No, the boys. Hey, listen.
It's like Domino's is pretty good for like takeout.
Domino's rocks.
Delivery pizza.
Caleb will crush Domino's.
And like if you know how to navigate the app, you'll get good deals. Like usually they'll do like medium pizza deals for like $6.99 each. So like we'll do those. Like, and that's super cheap. $6.99 for medium pizza. Like that's pretty good. And that
you would think pizza would be caught for the maker would yield a ton of margin.
It is. People are just greedy. I mean, like Little Caesars makes billions of dollars a year. They sell that stuff for $5 a pop. Like it's obviously you can do it. And it's not like Godfather's quality is so much higher than Little Caesars. And if Domino's can do
it just seems like pizzas and burgers have gotten away from the price point.
Burgers, I understand because beef gets expensive sometimes, So like I'll give some leeway on burgers.
Arby's isn't doing burgers anymore.
Yeah, they should never have done burgers. That was stupid.
That's a lie. They were fantastic.
I just stick to what you're good at.
Yeah.
Listen, I had a bad experience at Arby's yesterday.
Oh, did you?
Not a bad experience. I was just disappointed. So you ever like order something new at a place and then you're
I had the cheesesteak,
and I was just like,
there were 1,000. So the app alerted me, and I got hooked.
I know it looked so good on the commercial.
It was 100,000 free cheesesteak giveaways if you bought one.
Yeah,
if you had an order for $10.
And I love Arby's. I know people hate on it. I love Arby's.
Arby's is fantastic.
Curly fry. Like if I'm on death row for some reason, probably because like
what didn't you like about it?
The cheesesteak, it was just meh. It wasn't bad. It was just for what it looked like, which on the commercial looks pretty good.
You got a ton of meat.
It was a pretty good amount of meat, but like I didn't feel like it was seasoned well. I didn't like
I'm with you there.
Like the meat was super bland.
I added
it
seasoning.
Felt like I went to a white people cookout. Like it.
Can your mom cook?
There's certain things she's good at. She's got like her specialties.
Take that as a no.
She's got her specialties.
Because you do know your mom is white, right?
Yeah. So does she.
Well, you just say some things sometimes, and I'm like, and you can't cook, so I just find that interesting.
No, but I can eat, and so I know the difference. But like,
that's not what it looks like.
No, not at all. Not at all.
That's not what it looks like.
It's never what they look like.
I know, but some things are closer than others. Like that one's pretty far.
My one of the dudes I follow that does food reviews just had one.
I didn't like the flavor of the cheese very much.
You don't like the Cooper?
I thought the consistency of it, like they didn't get the consistency of the.
That's what it looks like.
Yes.
That's what it looks like.
The consistency.
That looks like what Shane had on Monday.
Shane, you poop your pants?
I heard it got on the ceiling.
I don't know why I like asking him that.
No.
Hey, JB, since you're in here, did you go to that place and did you go to Buck Tooie? I need to know because I'll drive there for that.
I feel like we should have had a disclaimer before we put that picture up. It's terrified people.
Jump scare. Trigger warning. No, like I didn't like.
I wonder if I took a picture of that.
I didn't like the flavor of the cheese. I didn't think they had the consistency of the like meat to cheese ratio right. I didn't think like the onions or whatever was in there were cooked very well.
I got no onions, so I knew I was gonna be giving up a little bit of the flavor.
It was it just wasn't very. And listen, and I've had, I know no free shout outs, but like I've had a few cheesesteaks recently that were really good.
I'm not a cheesesteak guy. I just saw all the meat.
So,
I do have a picture.
Austin and I went to Austin, and Andy, right?
Yeah. Hey, Andy. Yeah.
Not that one, but the one that works here.
Yeah.
We went to Barrett's for the first Team USA match.
Yeah.
And their Philly is fire. Like so good.
But I mean, always shout out Hurrdat Sports Bar and Grill, but their food.
Barrett's. Yeah, you've been. That's where you saw Ian, right?
Listen,
dude. Barrett's.
No, that wasn't it.
Oh.
I was at Patty McGowan's.
Oh, okay. Barrett's is like Ian's go-to, so I assumed it was Barrett's.
No, well, that's his stomping grounds. That's
Yeah.
why he likes Patty McGowan's, because it's off of 42nd too. But their food, if I didn't leave smelling like the kitchen,
Yeah. Well, because it's like open.
yeah,
Yeah.
I had a lot of bad habits in Barrett's.
Their food's so good.
I remember Creighton had a 10 o'clock basketball game once, like
Yeah.
8 years ago.
Yeah. Their food's phenomenal. And then
Your boy got there at like 10 after 9 because we'd had workouts at school.
yeah.
So I figure North 39th, Midtown 42nd, close enough.
It's not close at all. It's across town.
Yeah, if you meander.
That was probably like an 18-minute drive.
Veered left on old Saddle Creek. And all of a sudden I wound up at Barrett's.
No,
Yeah.
their food's
I can't
phenomenal.
even remember who they played. Was it Xavier? Oh, it was Seton Hall, maybe. It's 10 o'clock.
Yeah. And then
Debacle.
you'll have to
Solo as normal. And it was like,
you'll have to come out to at Pinnacle Bank this year, but the championship, but the out at Indian Creek, they opened a new restaurant. Their Philly out there is insane.
I'm not. So I'm telling you what I'm going to do.
No, the food is
same
good.
thing I did at
Yeah.
Arby's. I scraped the whole thing off and I ate it out of a bowl.
Yeah.
And I put my own seasoning on it. But I get what you're saying.
So I've had a couple really good ones recently.
Their burgers were amazing.
So I never went burgers because like I know a lot of people. I actually like the like roast beef sandwiches. So
That's probably the last thing I would get.
which is fine. I liked them as a kid growing up.
Their corned beef is good.
I do need to try the Reuben, but I'm a little scared.
Yeah, I'm not going to get
little
on their
scared.
chicken salad.
I mean, I'm not gonna eat
Action Jackson, can you put that picture up that I sent? Now, this is before I put the lid on to steam the yolk. So the yolk looks a little sus because it's still a little translucent. But this is the meal that I was telling you, Corn Raider, that it's not even $4. I bet total what I put in there for ingredients was less than that. I don't know how soon you guys can get that up, but it was a very Austin. Can he talk? Oh, there. Wait, you see it. I can't see it.
I can see it. Yeah.
So
What is that?
So that's potatoes,
Okay.
cut up sausage, and my egg is just getting ready to get ready.
It looks pretty good.
I'm gonna put the lid on in like another 10 seconds from this picture, and my egg will get about the color I want, and then I just ate it.
That doesn't look bad.
Oh, it was so good. And that's jalapeno. That's jalapeno jack cheese,
Ooh.
freshly shredded.
Okay. All right.
That's $4, man. That's what you can get when you come over and eat.
That looks pretty good.
My buddy MK, he's driving up Nashville. And I said, man, I'm not going to know what to do with myself. I have to worry about eating too much because I will always cook breakfast and I'm never home in the mornings.
Yeah.
Like never. Like not even on Saturdays and Sundays.
Yeah. You always got stuff going on.
I bet I could eat breakfast every day, all day for these next 10 days.
So Jose, I don't understand. So like, what's the difference between a torta and a sandwich? Because they look very similar to
Juan
me.
explained that to me.
Did he?
But I can't remember what he said. That looks fire. What is that?
I Googled unseasoned casseroles and this came up.
I was just gonna say it looks like something Austin made with
Yeah,
his
but
photography
it's just not done. Like you just touch that to the broiler.
It looks like this.
God, my
particular one-
spice rack is. I love Rob Mack. That's my favorite channel.
This particular one from food.com is called the Thanksgiving casserole.
Yeah, it needs some color, definitely. Rob, my library.
That looks like a Thanksgiving casserole.
The ID
from
channel,
my ex-wife's family.
ABC,
Yeah.
ESPN,
Mhm.
and Food Network. That's about the 4 channels I watch when I watch YouTube TV.
Chuck says torta is a different kind of bread.
So it looks like a pita pocket
Mm,
texture.
I could see that.
But I would never. Some things just aren't made to be on a sandwich. Like I don't want a taco burger or, sandwich. Like
I think
if it's gonna fall out, like put it in something.
I think I like sandwiches more than you do in general because you're not a big fan of the bread. But
Asian Wyatt, yes, they are. I'm down to like 3, so I need to see you this week. As a matter of fact, I will come see you tomorrow.
Fun fact: I got
Gave me 36 eggs. I have like 2 left.
I was put in school suspension in middle school for asking what a torta was because someone thought I was trying to be mean.
Hey, who's the little dude that always asks the bad questions in all the gifts? Is it little Jimmy, little Bobby?
Oh, I don't know.
That would be the Rizzler.
He always asks the naughty question, and the teachers are afraid to call on him. It's like a running bit on social media.
I don't know that I've seen that. I believe you. I just
Whatever that is, their name should have been Austin. He seems like that kid.
Isn't that the worst though when like you're a kid or you're like you ask a genuine question because you don't know, and then people think you're being a dick. It's like, well, how am I supposed to learn, guys?
Johnny,
Wow, there's another.
What doesn't Todd know? It's little Johnny.
He doesn't know how to stay to the end of the show.
At least he's consistent.
No, I know. I'm just kidding.
It's like 9:40. Hey, I'm out. Or 9:40.
No, I know.
Hey guys, at least he says have a good.
He does. He's very nice about it. I don't know why I hit him for that. I don't know.
Hey Rico,
maybe that's why people think I'm a
Michigan
dick when I
Lance's
ask
voice
questions.
again.
See you. Have a good day. Love you.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Shane, did you ever go back and listen to the fake outro when you were gone?
See you. Have a good day. Love you.
I did not.
Austin did the music. Rico did Lance. It was hilarious. Yeah, little Johnny. Austin was little Johnny in class. But you couldn't, because isn't your mom an educator, Austin?
Yeah,
Wow.
when she got moved into the high school, my shenanigans were put to a cease and desist.
That's tough for you, man.
Mom's an educator, dad's a cop. I don't know how he turned out the way he did.
That's
Yeah,
exactly why. That's exactly why he turned out the way he did. You ever seen a preacher's kid? Good Lord.
I'm the youngest, so I had a lot of free time.
Hey, me too.
God, that sounds miserable. A cop and an educator?
State trooper.
Oh, they're the worst.
And his dad doesn't know ball at all.
None.
That man has defended lives, all right? Take that back.
Listen, he might be a great state trooper. He does not know ball.
So serious. I'm like, you guys, just be kind.
Did I ever tell you about the USC post game?
Stop. Stop this. No.
You were on a heater too. You were pissy.
That was, yeah. So they were rage baiting me. That was the Kurt Signetti and like F-bomb tirade.
This is funny. I have Lincoln and Kurt with us today.
One
guy's going to cost the other guy's job.
But the
knock it off.
Yeah, it's pretty simple. I win.
So his parents were at or at least his dad was at the game, and they came over to Beer House in Lincoln to say hi to us.
Is your dad a big guy, AJ?
No, he looks exactly like me.
I'd say he's about the same size as Austin.
He said he looks exactly like me.
Like you fast forward like 30 years, it's like carbon copy.
He's got big chesticles too.
Oh Lord, he's got some scoobles.
He like came over and Austin gave him a mic for a second. And listen, and I understand, right? You're at a game, you don't get. This is part of the reason I like to watch the games from home because you get more from it in terms of the actual broad. Like you understand more about what's happening. You get better replays. It's easier to process the game, I think, on television than in person.
100%.
So I'm giving him a little bit of a pass here.
Daddy Neutron.
We were.
You've been hitting the free weight, son.
Wow. All right, go.
Listen, I just want you to know I just beat Joe Tourette's right there. I beat it. No,
let it loose.
So that's just what Mrs. Neutron calls him.
Wow.
Her name is Angie.
Sorry, that's just what Angie calls him.
Oh, that tracks. Angie.
What's your dad's name again? I forget every time.
Like Jeff or Jim.
Yeah, so he's Lee. My mom is Angie, and then my 2 older brothers' names start with A. And so to make up for it, the dog's name started with an L. So that way we could, keep it all in line.
Lee and Angie.
There you go. It's pretty Anglo.
If that doesn't sound like a white picket fence family, then I don't know what does.
Emphasis on the white. Anyway, so he comes over to Beer House to talk to us or whatever. And, I've given the context. I understand like sometimes it's harder to process the game in real time. And he comes over and we're talking about what happened against USC. And he just...
Are you already mad?
I'm getting there.
Okay.
Like we're revving up for sure. I'm probably at about a 6 at this point. This isn't. I hadn't gone full Signetti yet. And he just gives like 3 takes on things that just unequivocally did not happen. Like, and Austin knew because he could like see the look on my face, and he's like, "Dad, I need that back. I need the mic back. Give me the mic back." He's like, "Lee's a great guy, not great football takes today."
Hey, fellas, what are our streamers hearing for ads? Do you guys know? Does anybody know?
Like on YouTube?
That's what we're asking the chat.
Oh, because they're not happy. That sounds like a Sasha question.
Yeah, the chat just needs to let us know what they're hearing, so then we can try to fix things.
The chat has actually kind of been chill.
Well,
It's fine.
You obviously haven't been reading the chat.
Quick,
I
if you have to pick one person in chat right now, pick.
Me?
Yes.
I'll take.
Faster.
Give me Corey.
Ravi.
give me Headley.
Shane.
Kobe.
So what are we doing?
Dude, Kobe would crush you, Shane.
At least I picked Corey for levity because at least he's funny.
Did Headley get taken? I'll take Headley.
I took Headley.
What are
dang
we
it.
taking them for?
I don't know.
Just for fun.
Give me
This is,
Scott.
this is a mock draft. This is a draft preview. This is mock draft 1.0.
You're an idiot. That's not what I would have done.
My draft pick.
Love you too, Headley.
He's pissing me off. I can't see. Well, yeah, I could. I could see Scott mad.
Oh yeah, he looks like he could.
Yeah, but
He seems like a long fuse guy, but if you get to the end of it, you might be in some trouble.
I can see that. It is funny though, because we talk about a lot of particulars that we have, and I could see him being fair. He sent me a shot of his backyard a couple weeks ago, and I was like, "Yeah, I bet he's pretty meticulous." I'm like, "Who's the cool one in the house?"
Dogs.
You need a little levity.
The dogs are the cool ones in the house.
Dude, the little one is always going first.
Yeah. Listen, most of the time the little ones lead the way.
Dude, I'm washing diapers at 51 years old. That's
Yeah. That's tough.
yeah.
Stuff out here. Is it over yet? How much longer you got?
So I'm getting different answers. Some people say 5 to 7 days. I asked stupid Siri yesterday. She's an idiot, by the way.
Scott says I have a fuse so short it's hardly noticeable.
Siri said 10 to 14 days.
Oh, good Lord.
I'm like, I ain't doing this for she's scheduled to be spayed within 14 days.
Yeah.
Your boy couldn't get off the phone fast enough the other day.
Why is that? She's going to get a little tattoo, you know?
I ain't do. Mike could go. So I haven't thrown up in a while. Micah yesterday, she's on the deck.
Yeah.
So clearly we're looking at her from inside. And Micah goes, ugh, looks like she's got a brain. I was like, just random out of nowhere. Because you have to. It looks like a wrinkly punching bag. I am mildly disgusted. I can't. Every day's a struggle.
You look like Tarek Skubal yesterday.
I don't like her. I don't like her right now, and it's not her fault. It's just I want to, and she's super clingy, and I'm just like, oh, I can't be around you right now.
DJ says with the upcoming listener draft, I just want to make it known that unlike Darren Peterson, I will work out for any team, including Shane's.
So yeah, I have to cheer for him. This is going to be however long we're together is going to be tough as long as he's a Jazz, because I have to cheer for the Jazz after Joel crushed me.
But you don't want to because
no, I hate the Jazz, but I have to ride with them.
I would think that you'd want to be on my team. I mean, I put the listener comments up on the screen.
I don't. So
hey, I just
Carol is the only one that like openly does not want to be on your team.
I think Carol wants to be on my team. I think that's why he's saying that.
I mean, like 8 months ago, he was like, "For the love of God, no."
Carol, if I take you, what do I get?
See, I can put comments on the screen too, Shane. Look at that.
I figured out a couple months ago I could too.
Headley, that's why I chose Headley.
Hey, he's certifiable though. You'll never get anything done. That's what you're going to be doing the whole time is laughing.
I'm not trying to get anything done. I'm trying to have a good time. We don't got to go to war with our team, man. We're not like storming the beach at Normandy. We're just hanging out.
Oh, I need to change things.
Like, oh, we're not conquering? Oh, shoot. My bad.
I was building a legit team to beat up Damon.
Scott.
Then
Team
why-
UNK forgot Rico.
Scott,
if
I
that's
took you.
Why would you guys give me captain and game dog? I mean, clearly game dog is running stairs like Mount Everest. And
Chuck, I don't even remember what happened last week. So it's
DB, when I think of people from chat that remind me the most of you, I think of Captain and Game Dog.
that's
I
Just
can
smile through the
see-
pain, Damon. Smile through the pain.
I just see the three of you just sitting at a table in the morning.
is that
just reminiscing over the old days.
All three of you running up the stairs of some middle school in North Omaha.
Talking about how great the triple option was.
I learned this from Charlie McBride.
Misspelling words and capitalizing a few others.
Talking about, are you in? Are you in?
Getting blocked by chat.
Just ranting about
Calling everybody snowflakes.
that's Kobe. Just ranting about in-state recruiting.
The second string guard on Elkhorn South is much better than some first string out of Texas. I'm telling you, he's got heart. He wants to be here.
You have to recruit the in-state kids.
Listen, I don't know if you guys have heard what Charlie McBride said recently, but
I have not. I did not hear. Could you enlighten me, please?
no, that's just another bit.
I know. I'm.
Okay.
He said exactly what he said the last time.
You gonna make it?
It's like somebody just turned the water on. There was no segue, no opening.
Well, as Shane would say, the
and
hose
we're
is
going on
on.
about 4 minutes now.
As Shane would say, what?
As Shane would say, the hose is on.
The Ho Festival?
I never said that.
I wondered, but I didn't want to gas you up. Did you actually win a tournament?
I never said that.
Yes, Shane won the Ho tournament.
How do you win that tournament?
Ask
Some
Shane.
ideas, but-
Dare I even ask?
Long distance.
He said whole tournament, like an entire tournament, but it sounded like he said Ho tournament.
Oh, he meant WHOLE.
Yes.
So I never
That's-
got the joke.
that's
That's,
what I
why he
said,
gets
yes.
mad.
Yeah, and so it's but
I
it-
got you, Shane. You're good.
there was no L, and the whole sounded a lot like Ho.
Shane, is there any chance you got sick from the Ho tournament?
That would explain a lot.
Jesus.
How dangerous is how do you lose that tournament?
Oh, that's a good point, actually.
That's pretty
I
funny.
mean, if it's free for everyone.
Hey, what's up, TK?
You lose that tournament if you didn't go to next gen.
Alex.
Maybe the tournament had lemon
Tournament at
pepper
Magic
wings.
City. What's that?
Maybe the tournament had lemon pepper wings.
Yeah, that's what Alex goes. Was the tournament at Magic City by any chance? You got to find a good host for that, you know.
All of a sudden, the draft doesn't seem-
David said you lose by being one and done.
see.
Next gen can help you with that.
10 minutes ago, I was like, "Oh God, the chat's been good. They're fine."
Yeah, no, you just weren't reading it. They're never good.
That's fun. Oh, there's Carol. What do you say? I'm beginning. Did I miss Shane doing something to him?
I don't think so. I think Carol is a Team Ravi guy, if I remember right.
Well, that's unfortunate.
No, he's smart. Smart guy. Carol and Headley, they know what's up.
Where's Kobe when I need him?
Headley's my guy. I think I've run into Headley on a few message boards before too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's out here. I appreciate it.
Oh man. It's sad. We got Blue Chew ads going.
Well, yeah, we were talking about hoe tournaments. You have to. That algorithm's on point. We're trying to help you guys out. It says, I'm team everybody besides Shane. Don't draft my ass.
I see that as being Austin's giving me the
Carol
giving me
guy?
Carol.
Still the funniest out of context line ever. I laughed about that for 45 minutes in a made up Kobe voice that I don't even know what it sounds like.
The whole 45 minutes?
The hoe?
I said whole.
Oh, well, never mind.
If it's 45 minutes, you don't have to pay for the hour.
Rated me in the Discord yesterday.
Who? Oh,
KJ.
yeah. No, he does that a lot.
I'm like, oh, so how about some of the perks of the Discord being meetups and old DB shooting that down? I was like,
No, I
the
mean,
draft. It's like
we knew this entire time that the meetups part of the Patreon, we'd have to drag Damon kicking and screaming to. Like, we're just gonna trick him. We're gonna be like, yeah, DB, we're just gonna do a random show from the bar today. Yeah, they're doing.
Oh, can you look at Code? Can you imagine? Can you imagine?
Good Lord.
Freaking Ian dang.
We're just gonna be like, hey, no, DB, we gotta paint the studio today. We're doing the show from the bar. And be like, surprise.
If he walked in and there were like more cars outside, or if he parked and there were a bunch of cars out there, he's not coming in.
This is why he does laps. He does laps around the parking lot. He'd be like, I'm going home. There's too many people here.
We'd watch him drive around. And then we'd get a call, be like, oh, my car's broken down. I can't make it. Like, we just saw you drive away.
Nah. Be like, hey, I know why you got that Subaru. It's super reliable.
Good thing he can run 20 miles an hour.
I know it's not broken down. If he hits 30, he'll be at the bar faster than the car can get him there. Just for 2 driveways, though. My bad. Just thought we were having a good time. You'll be all right.
You look like you're kissing the top of Lincoln Riley's head right now.
I'm biting my tongue. Oh, did you guys have a good last 10 minutes?
Agent Wyatt says my last ad was for English as a second language class.
Dude, he's funny.
YouTube out here wilding. Oh man. Yeah, Kobe. Did you see Kobe's?
I'm still reflecting on running School Hills at North Omaha.
Listen, so Coach McBride told him to do.
What Kobe say?
He said meetups with DB the meat gazer, but he spelled it a little different.
Would you rather be a gazer or a bender?
I said bender. I don't even know what we're dealing with the gaze. I said bender.
Gaze.
Like,
to
where
be
did
clear,
meat gazing come from?
I think it started with Kobe. I think he just took it from, yeah.
I might go on one this weekend.
I mean, we got like 10 days where we gotta be back.
Dude, I know. I'm already sizing up the bacon.
Gotta
shut up, man. Go to
the meat's getting bigger.
Call our friends over at Next Gen 402-614-9700. They can help you out with that. That's DB. I'm Ravi. We'll be back with more Hurrdat Sports Live coming up.
Slide into savings at Edwards Hyundai. Finance the 2026 Hyundai Santa Fe at 0% for 72 months. This June, the savings are as big as the season. We've also got the 2026 Hyundai Kona SE all-wheel drive. Sign and drive starting at $287 a month with 0 down. Don't miss this pitch. Slide into savings at Edwards Hyundai.
Was there a second left? 2009.
Absolutely, there was a second left.
You're listening to Hurrdat Sports Live.
Welcome back, Hurrdat Sports Live, presented by Next Gen Mail Medical. That's DBM, Ravi, Lulla, and Ava's in studio with us as well. We are joined now by Michael BRUNTZ of Husker 24/7. BRUNTZ, what's going on, buddy? How we doing?
Not much. How you guys doing?
Whoa,
Oh.
that didn't even sound like you.
Whoa.
Little, do we get you a little early? You been crooning last night? Karaoke?
Yeah, a lot of crooning. You know me, big karaoke guy.
What would be your go-to karaoke song?
I don't even know.
You've lost that loving feeling?
Have you ever done karaoke?
Have I?
Yeah.
Maybe like once.
Wow. Okay. So what'd you do? Do tell.
I don't know. It was like 20 years ago. I don't really remember. So
it's a couple Woodfords in.
Actually, that's not true. I got roped into it a few times. When I've gone to other countries that where karaoke's really big, you get roped into doing karaoke. So, but the English language choices were really low. It was like a lot of Ravi. This might be a little bit before your time. Richard Marx, Right Here Waiting for You. You know that one?
I'll be right here.
Oh, I know that song.
waiting
Yeah,
for
I wouldn't have been
you.
able to get it from Richard Marx, but I know
Whoa,
that song.
that's kind of sappy. That's not where I would have pegged you, BRUNTZ.
Well, that was the best choice available, Damon. That was what we were working with. So, but that was like 20 years ago. So I don't karaoke. Surprisingly.
What country was that in?
That was in China. They're big on the Richard Marx there.
Okay. Big Richard Marx guys. I mean,
Carl and Richard, yeah.
I would say Marxism, China, that makes sense.
Yeah. Not related. No relation.
That we know of.
BRUNTZ, I just caught myself not actually doing the impersonation of a country that I don't live.
Yeah, don't
do that. Nope. Not today.
Don't do that.
Nope.
All right, self-control 1. Keeping my job 0. So BRUNTZ, are you caught up from this weekend, man? Watching you work was a kind of a thing of beauty, man. I mean, I get it. You do it all the time and no big deal, but to watch you and BC collab under duress with rapidly flying bullets was pretty fun to watch.
Duress? Yeah,
seemed like a lot was going on, man. You guys were collabing and typing and is this right? And let's get this out. And they've got an offer and he's on the offer list and he's on the roster. Like you guys were moving at a high rate of speed.
Did you notice he was up in the catbird seat there for a little while, up in the crow's nest, pointing people out?
He did like to change his vantage point. He went from ground level to eye in the sky. I was like, okay, BC, I see you guys.
Yeah, he's a little like Waldo in those settings. You never know where he is, but he's always around. So yeah, it was a good weekend. It was felt like a good finish to like June and what June was. And I don't know, like kind of the back to back of like your guys' event plus the stuff in Lincoln. I thought that was actually a pretty good finish to June. Not often you get to see three elite 11 quarterbacks come to you. So that was kind of cool.
BRUNTZ, as you're kind of looking at the June as a whole, you mentioned this was a good cap off to it. Like, is there, like in a realistic world, is there much that could have gone better for Nebraska over the last 30 days?
No, yes, like you could have, maybe somehow you flip Ahmad Hudson on that trip, but I don't know how likely that was. But I mean, look at the volume of commitments that Nebraska got, and not even just in June. Like if you basically start mid-May to, the last weekend, they filled their class in a way that they really needed to. They were able to close on some targets that they'd been in on for a while. They, refound a couple guys at a camp setting that earned offers and are now part of the class. I thought that the overall quality of the teams and the prospects that were at their Saturday night event, I thought it was better than last year. And I think that in talking to, guys that run those programs, those 7-on-7 programs, there were a couple of things that like I kept hearing that might seem small on the surface, but will keep them coming back. Like they talked a lot about how well run it was. And I would not take organization for granted in situations like that. I mean, think about it. Like you're set up for this huge event. You're trying to get fans to come out to claim these free tickets and really kind of blow the event up. And it's just absolutely pissing rain all day. And you have to completely pivot and stay organized and stay on time. Like I heard multiple coaches say like, wow, they're actually staying on time on this thing. Like, which seems like, well, yeah, sure. But that those types of things will keep those teams coming back. And I think they built on what they'd done, the year before. So I think that's a positive. And I I think for as long as Nebraska wants to do it, and as long as Adidas wants to stay involved with it, I think that event is going to continue to be something that you can kind of build your summer around if you're Nebraska. So,
even little things, Bruntsy, like just watching them kind of rope off one end with the people that have RSVP, they like turn it into a small retail shop. There's gear you can buy. I was just like, they brought a stage in. They did stay on time. They had to coordinate the videos. I agree, because going to some of these things that I've been to, and it does get off schedule and it does drag. I don't know, man. What's it have to do with winning? Probably nothing, but everything, right? It's a microcosm of, I think, how he wants to be able to function under duress.
Well, and the thing is like take it from the perspective of like a 7-on-7 program. Like some of those teams are like bringing guys in from Georgia, bringing guys in from Florida, bringing guys in from California, and they're based out of like Texas or Georgia or a completely different state. Like there's a lot of lifting they have to do to get a lot of those kids to Lincoln, Nebraska. And I think just the organization of everything, plus the level of talent and the fact that it's on a campus with some pretty darn good facilities, I think all that matters. So I think they've really found something. I mean, you hear from people at other schools that last year, I think, were kind of surprised at how much Nebraska had kind of thrown into that event and how big it was. And I think Nebraska improved on it this year too.
BRUNTZ, are you surprised at all that other Adidas schools aren't kind of getting involved in stuff like this? I mean, it seems like all positives for Nebraska, and maybe it's just the logistics of it that are difficult to work through, especially in a busy month. But it seems like a net positive, or is it just because Nebraska can be difficult for some of the elite recruits to get to, that this gives them an in a way that other schools maybe don't need? Like, I guess I'm confused why other people don't try this.
Well, other schools do it, just not on that big of a level. Like, I mean, it's not an Adidas school, but like I know Georgia had like their 7-on-7. They do one, and they get it. That's more of like the high school team focused. And why other Adidas schools don't do it, I'm not sure. There's probably stuff going on behind the scenes that's yeah.
Well, BRUNTZ, it's hard because I'm watching, Nebraska's support staff, even the details of flight change, right? Like Miami was late getting out, and so they have to shuffle the schedule, or a team's going to pull out because they're missing 3 guys, and Nebraska gets them 3 guys.
Yeah.
Right? Like, oh, no, don't cancel. Got a couple of guys waiting in the wings that we want to see. Can you play with X, Y, and like just the move, how they move the chess pieces behind the scenes is fantastic. It's why everybody's always wired up and they got their walkie-talkies, and just coordinating the stress, I think, is
you're right.
Underappreciated. You know what I mean? It's hard to pull off.
Yeah. Well, I think that's, I for whatever reason, I think Nebraska and Adidas have kind of moved forward with that first compared to a lot of the other Adidas schools. And I think that's a big piece of it. I think you're right, Damon. Like, it does take an army of people to make that event happen. I wonder, I mean, not knowing what it looks like at other Adidas schools, like, is there enough space for an event like that at those places? Like, I mean, Nebraska was, they've got the stadium, they've got the Hawks, they're running in the Cook. Like, you've got 2 indoor practice facilities within a quarter-mile walk of each other. Plus, if you needed to, I mean, I guess you could, have stuff going on one of the side fields if you needed to. I mean, like, it feels like Nebraska would be a little bit more well-tuned for an event like that, just because there's so much space and the facilities are what they are.
It's weird to watch them walk past the grass field, right? Two fields there, and the turfed facility that connects to the new facility. Like, they walk past 3 other areas.
Yeah,
they could
I
hadn't
been in the Cook in a long time,
and it made me nauseous.
It I actually remember. I know the last time I was in the Cook because Jordan Westerkamp told me the last time he was in the Cook, they did a pro day in there.
That's where we had ours.
Well, this is more recent than that. So,
oh yeah, you're old, DB. No bleep, BRUNTZ.
he said it was 2016. I think it was his senior year. They did pro day in the Cook for some reason, and I'm pretty sure that was the last time I was in there. It's like walking back in time when you go in there versus what Nebraska's got at the other spots. But I mean that's the advantage of doing it there, right? Like you have like a full, 2 fields that you can run that are there if you need it. So it's that might be part of it too, Ravi.
BRUNTZ, anything else on Battle of the Boneyard before I change gears here? Anything I missed?
Oh, the lineman camp, maybe.
What's that?
You can see big man camp at all?
The big man camp.
A little bit. I thought that was actually that was a good addition. I thought to what they did with their whole camp schedule, because they did the padded one earlier in the month too, and if you're going to have programs like Sound Mind, Sound Body in there, they got line talent too. They can come with them, and they brought a lot of guys. There were guys up from Oklahoma. I mean, there was only, I want to say, like 40 or some prospects that were in town, working out and going through the camp, but there was a lot of quality there. And I don't know. I mean, I think if you can run those things well, I think if you have enough connections, which obviously Jeep Wade and Lonnie Teasley do, I think you can have a successful event like that kind of around it too. And I think guys will show up for it. That was a thing too, was, you kind of look at the numbers there and it's like, there's not a ton of guys here, but, I thought they did a pretty good job with that. Nebraska's tried to do that in the past over various coaching staffs with the big man camps with, hit or miss success. I'll be curious to see if Nebraska can continue that one. Cause I thought that for a first run, it was pretty good.
Yeah. And I think it even caught them off guard, BRUNTZ, with the numbers. And then, like, while the real-time evals are going on, and then they're making offers. Like, I think they were pleasantly surprised with the recruitable talent.
Yeah, no, I thought so too. I mean, I just kind of looking at who was there. I think, like I said, I think if you can leverage some of those programs that also just are not only 7-on-7 guys, I think that's huge. And actually, the first big man camp that they had, you had like a huge group of guys out from Colorado. I mean, maybe you time that up better and have those guys come for the second camp if you can, and kind of grow that thing a little bit.
BRUNTZ, if you're looking at speaking of linemen, if you're looking at the guys that Nebraska is sending to Big Ten Media Days, obviously that includes Justin Evans. Like, I believe this is every year they have sent at least one lineman from one side of the ball or the other to Big Ten Media Days. Is that, like, how intentional do you think that is, or do you think it matters at all?
I don't know. I mean, I think it's usually more representative representation, I guess, of like, it's going to be a veteran. It's typically a guy. Not all the time, but most of the time it's been a guy that's kind of been around the program a lot. Like, I think it's kind of been seen as like an honor a little bit for guys that have kind of been through it. And, Ty Robinson went, I think Lutovsky went one year. I'm trying to think who else. They all kind of run together.
Ben Scott was there.
Ben Scott was there.
Maybe.
Yep.
So I don't know. I don't look at it. It'll be interesting because, and I think it'll be good. Up until this last year, Justin Evans is not a guy that talked a lot at all. And this is it's an interesting setting, right? Because it's just like basically a day of interviews while you're there. And, I think it'll be good for him, because I think he's going to be a guy this year that's going to have to carry a big voice. He's tried to raise his voice a little bit in terms of being a leader.
Yeah, it's a concerted effort. That's a good call, BRUNTZ.
And I think that, with the coming and going and new faces and everything else along that offensive line the last couple of years, I mean, he's kind of had to be the stalwart, the traffic cop in the middle of that thing. And I think too, you take for granted a little bit whenever you're able to retain guys. But if you had to go into the portal and try to find somebody that profiled like Justin Evans does as a multi-year Power 5 starter at center, like
he's going to get drafted.
That's a really expensive addition out of the transfer portal. And I think, getting him back again and kind of being the leader in the middle of that the offensive line, I think is huge considering what they were able to put around him. So, we'll see how he does in that setting. But he's a good guy.
He's fantastic, and he's terrifying at the same time. And I know that
it's the quiet ones you gotta look out for, man.
No, and he'll let you know, like he's not a fake tough guy. And the thing that I like, BRUNTZ, kind of to what you were alluding to, is he knew that was one of the things that he needed to work on. He's clearly out of his comfort
zone. Like the leadership part?
The leadership part. Behind the scenes, controlling his group's OTAs, kind of being the guy. He would tell his teammates, like, listen, man, like I'm trying here. Like be patient with me. I'm growing in this area. God's growing me in this area. And I think to see him in this setting will be kind of, for me, fun to watch, because I know it's intentional, right? He knew that this was the next phase in his evolution of being able to function at a really, really high level and be uncomfortable, right? Like he knew he had to add this to his repertoire.
Yeah. Well, and it's rare too nowadays that you get to kind of have that evolution in one place. And like you kind of get a
good point.
You get to, you come in and you start playing as a guard, and then you move to center, and there's a little bit more responsibility there. And there's more responsibility now with the leadership piece of it and being a veteran. And so, yeah, I mean, I think you can kind of see year over year with him, kind of that, the next step and what's next for him. So, like I said, I mean, having somebody though that's been in the program that understands the culture and all that other stuff has to be huge when you consider what's around him. I mean, you have a guy that's in his second year at Nebraska as a transfer at left tackle. You have a new guard, 2 new guards, a new tackle. Like there's a ton of value and continuity, at least at one of those spots.
BRUNTZ, speaking of continuity and guys that have been in the program or maybe will be in the program, but how much impact do you think the NCAA's 5-for-5 approval has on Nebraska specifically with what their roster looks like today?
Well, I mean, just in the immediate, I mean, you have a few of those guys that apparently now can be back if they want to be in, if Nebraska wants them back. I mean, that's the thing with, the change is you kind of need to see it on the field first to kind of see if this is going to be if it would be a fit going into next year. But I don't know. I mean, I think with the 5-for-5, does it change a ton for Nebraska? I think what it changes more of is the decisions about when guys play and how they play. BC and I were talking through this yesterday, and I wonder if with some positions, if you're more easily able to carve out 10 to 15 snaps a game for a guy at a certain spot, if he can come in and help you right away and just kind of start there. Like, are there 15 snaps somewhere this year for Dylan Berryman? If he gives you can you just say, give me 15 good ones and then go from there? And if it gives you more, great. I wonder if I think it changes those decisions a little bit. In terms of like how you build your roster, I mean, I think retention is going to be really important. I think, the development piece still feels very important. Football, I don't think there's going to be as huge of a change as there are going to be in other sports, but I don't know. Like you think about, go back 5 years, and if you just explained to yourself back then, like, this is what it's going to look like 5 years from now, if you're trying to build a football roster in college football. Like it's like not even the same sport. And it's going to be, I think, interesting to see how Nebraska handles that. But I think it can ultimately be a benefit for Nebraska. You know, and I think a big part of it is just kind of it just eliminates those, you know, do we, don't we type decisions about whether guys play early. Like nowadays, it's just now, okay, if a guy can kind of do it, I think you throw him in there and see what you can do. And I think it helps you on special teams too, with getting some of your athletes on the field earlier.
BRUNTZ, I thought it was fascinating. Pete Nakos yesterday tweeted out, you know, Open Doors annual kind of NIL report. And I was looking at the conference spendings, the total, the average. And, you know, the Big Ten was at 48.2, the SEC 44.5, ACC 29.4, Big 12 at 24.3. I get the discrepancy in the conferences from top to bottom, but the Big 12 being last, would that surprise you off the top?
What I didn't see it. What was it was the total spend?
Yeah, so it estimates that the states, it's the total average Power 4 NIL budget, and the Big Ten was at 48.2, SEC was at 44.5 million, ACC 29.4, and the Big 12 24.3. Did you think the Big 12 would be last?
I would expect that they would have been pretty close with the ACC towards the bottom of the four.
Mm-hmm.
The number is what surprises me a little bit. Like it feels low. And if it's average, like is Tech pulling that average up?
So
like,
that's kind of the thing. I'm like, wait a minute, Texas.
Yeah, you have a pretty big outlier in there,
right?
Yeah. So I don't know. That's it kind of tells you, I guess, what you're working with if you're a Big 12 school. I mean, like, is Arizona State or is Arizona, like, are they pulling it the other way? Like, I mean, I'm just trying to think of what school, like Iowa State's probably.
I would guess Kansas State's probably pulling it down quite a bit. I mean, you've got a. So I do.
I'm sending it to you right now, BRUNTZ, because it's pretty fresh off the press.
I do wonder too, like with the Big Ten numbers. I mean, there's probably, if you're just going average, I mean, there's probably more teams that are pulling it up, but still some outliers there too, you know?
Yeah, I'm wondering about like the brands in the ACC versus the Big 12, right? Because there's not that many like logo brands, like helmet games left in the Big 12, whereas the ACC, you've got Miami, you got Florida State, you got Clemson, you got North Carolina. Like, is there a Florida State or Miami equivalent or Clemson equivalent in the Big 12 right now? Because the Big 12, I think is,
I mean, Utah and BYU, but that's very regional.
Yeah, but from like a national scale, you're not looking at teams.
Did you get that, BRUNTZ?
Is BYU the most recent national champion from the Big 12 in current teams?
Oh man, that's 84.
I think it is, right? Nobody else has even won one, have they?
Well, and even the Texas schools that are in the Big 12, I mean, you've got Baylor, TCU, Houston.
Wow.
I mean, like
Tech.
Yeah, I mean, they're strong, but not
like that.
Like, I think of the Big 12 and I think like, oh, that's a good conference. But you think of who's in there now and you're like, it feels a little Mountain Westy.
That was 42 years ago.
Yeah. Go ahead.
The Big 12 is a fun conference. I don't know that it's
and it's competitive too.
I think it's like a great middle class conference, but like at the high end of it, you don't have some of these brand names that every other conference has.
Right. No, and they're in, a lot of them are in very small places too. And I understand that I'm saying that sitting in Lincoln, Nebraska, but I mean, it's Stillwater, it's Manhattan, it's Lubbock. It's, Waco, I guess, is big, but it's not, that's kind of the challenge you're in too, with some of that stuff.
Are you buying the Okie State butt? Oh, good call.
Colorado 91.
Colorado 91.
That's still 35 years.
Good call. Of course, it was
CFB professor. Here we
it
go.
was Adam.
Yeah, Colorado 91. That's still 35 years ago, though. No, like that's got to be the longest drought of any power. I mean, it's certainly Big Ten's more recent, SEC is more recent, and then the ACS Clemson. Like that's by far by 20 years the longest drought in any power conference.
BRUNTZ, are you buying the Okie State buzz train?
I'll wait and see on that.
They're getting a lot of preseason run.
People love Mestamaker.
Yeah, there's a
Whole
lot to
staff.
like there. I mean, don't get me wrong. That's one that I'd like to see. I think first, before really going all in on that one.
I'm kind of torn just because if I'm going with a quarterback that I think is flying under the radar that could change the landscape of a program, I'm probably going to Texas State because Brad Jackson, I don't know how deep in the weeds you go with quarterbacks, but as far as dual threat guys, I think you got to go Brad Jackson down in Texas State, who I'm surprised stayed at Texas State, would be a guy like that. But people love the buzz surrounding what's going on in Stillwater. You think Avery Johnson bounces back being with Colin Klein? Because I do.
I think it'll help him. I mean, I think I don't know. He's getting the closest that he could get to a change of scenery without getting a change of scenery. And I think he very much needed one coming off of last year. So I'm eager to see what that whole staff is going to look like, because I think they've got some good young coaches on that staff. And I'll be honest, I've not dug in a ton to their roster yet. I usually wait until mid-July when I'm sitting somewhere to really dig into that stuff. But how do you transition from what they kind of were before to what they want to be now is going to be interesting. But I mean, it feels like they've got some pieces there, and I think just knowing a few of the guys on that staff, I do think they have the ability to kind of put it together there.
All in or all out on Colton Joseph in Madison?
I'm not all in on much up there, I don't think.
Gosh, I kind of we're going to probably be on opposite end. I'm a little concerned. I think Wisconsin may be better than we think.
Is their schedule better this year? Is it more manageable?
Yeah, anything was better than
I'll bring it up
than last year, but yeah.
I mean, they do have Notre Dame in the non-con, which is tough, obviously. I think their conference schedule is not terrible. Although it'll be interesting. It depends on what Penn State and UCLA are. That's going to have a big factor in what their schedule.
So I mean, looks like. That game against Notre Dame's in Green Bay. That's the NBC game on the 6th, and then they go Western Illinois, Eastern Michigan. So you think 2-1. They're at Penn State, which
I don't know. We have no idea what that looks like right now.
So let's say because it's at State College, it's 2-2. Then they get Michigan State at home, and they got the tricky one at UCLA because they get a week off after Michigan State, BRUNTZ, at home.
They got to get to the turn playing pretty well, or else it's going to get loud up there, I feel like.
So that makes the game against USC at home on the 24th probably must win.
Yeah, because then you have to go at Iowa. So you got to beat us. You probably need to beat UCLA and SC back to back to give yourself.
I don't know
a
if
shot.
you have to beat UCLA, but if you beat USC, you're 4-3. You're going to Iowa City. Then you get Rutgers, Maryland, and Purdue.
Okay. Yeah, you're feeling okay about that.
4-3 going into Iowa City keep you around? That's the question. Especially let's say you lose at Iowa. You're 4-4 heading into November. Does that keep you around if you're Luke Fickell? Because that's incredibly possible. Now,
tough.
The back third of the schedule, pretty manageable.
It is manageable.
Rutgers at home, at Maryland, at Purdue, Minnesota at home. Pretty manageable back end of the schedule. Very easily could go 3-1 there. But is 7-5 after being 4-4 going into November? Is that good enough to keep your job?
Probably.
I think so.
I don't know. I'm legitimately asking. I don't know.
BRUNTZ, let me read a schedule to you here. Okay, I won't tell you the team, but you may be able to figure it out. You ready?
Yeah. Yep.
I want you to know what record with this schedule is good for this coach, and then I'll tell you what coach it is if you haven't figured it out. Okay, San Jose State, Fresno State, Louisiana, Rutgers, at Oregon, at Washington. Or no, Washington's at home. They're at Penn State. They're at Wisconsin. They get Ohio State at home. They're at Indiana. They get Maryland at home. They're at UCLA.
So that's USC.
That's USC.
What's good for them? For the level of talent that they have this year, which is
for Lincoln Riley, they're very meh about in SoCal.
With that, I would guess the expectation is what, 10-2 for out there.
That's a tough schedule to go 10-2 on.
I know. I mean, like
it oozes.
9-3 is the number that came to my head, but
yeah,
I mean
is that good enough for Lincoln Riley in 26?
I don't know.
Isn't that weird?
8-4 is not. Like if he's 8-4, he's in trouble.
Yep. 9-4 is not good. 9-3,
probably borderline, right?
Not all 9-3s are created equal, but
I agree.
As we know,
yes.
And
but I think
you certainly could be in. If UCLA is good, and I think they will be, man, does it get interesting in a hurry?
Yeah, well, that's
Lincoln Riley we're talking about.
I had
when
3
you have the counterpoint across town.
Yeah,
you need to make it look like a good 9-3. So,
I had 3 games that they probably should lose, and then 3
Oregon
more.
and Oregon, Ohio State, and
Indiana.
I don't know if I don't know how I feel about Indiana. I'm going to get into them this week.
That's fine. I'm just their benefit of the doubt.
It's in Bloomington. Yeah,
benefit of the doubt until further notice.
You're right.
I said this last year because I was like, well, you got a new quarterback. Yeah, I'm not benefit of the doubt until further notice for me. But let's say they've got 3 games they should lose, and I think 3 more they could lose. Like 9-3 is a pretty I don't want to say Herculean, but like that'd be a good go. Like going 9-3 here, I think would be a good go with their schedule.
I think you would have a difficult time selling that to somebody in Southern California.
I agree.
I agree.
But like from people who don't care whether Lincoln Riley keeps his job, loses his job, whether USC is good or not, I would look at 9-3 and be like, yeah, he did pretty well with that schedule.
Yeah.
Last one for me, Brun, since we're just having fun globally. Bounce back for John Mateer.
I'd buy it. I think.
You?
I think second year of the program makes way more sense.
You're not a Mateer.
I'm not
infamously hard on Mateer.
But I'm way less hesitant having seen like, okay, there's some functionality there, and second year in the program and in the system, I'm much more willing to, like, I could see an improvement from last year to this year for sure. I'm not putting him in like Heisman conversations the way people were last year, but I would bet that he's better this year than he was last year.
There's probably a second year bump for yeah, well, and I think transfer quarterbacks in general. Like I think I tend to give a little bit of weight to year 2. So I think I'll be better. I don't know how much better. I'm with you that I would not have a Heisman conversation. Put it that way.
All right, I know you got to get going. I fibbed. I want to do one more fun one. More apt to be like they were a year ago. Trinidad Chambliss or John Mateer?
More apt to be like they were a year ago. I'll go Mateer.
Seems like the right answer.
That's tough because I think Chambliss is better than Mateer, but
Chambliss may have some regression though.
Sure, yeah. I think you get the tape on him, like you'll have a little better chance.
But he still can hand it to Lacey.
That does help quite a bit, yeah. But he's also not.
You lost your offensive staff though.
Yeah, so you're also not dealing with an offensive genius as your head coach and play caller.
How good do you feel about that answer, BRUNTZ?
As we sit here in June, not great, but. I think I will. I'll go more on the side of being somewhat average versus because I don't know. I'm eager to see how that looks in Oxford.
No, I think he's just switching over to Bluetooth. All right, BRUNTZ, I'm going to go let you be a functional adult, man. I appreciate your time.
Anytime, guys. We'll see you.
Thanks.
That's Michael BRUNTZ, Husker 24/7. For comparison, Chambliss did go almost 4K, 22 touchdowns, 3 picks. So almost anybody's going to have regression there. Like that.
I didn't ask the question because it was easy.
No, I know. Like 7 to 1.
You just said you thought Mateer would get a year 2 bump.
Right.
Right.
But even with a year 2, so I do
more apt to be like they were a year ago.
So I think Chambliss will be a little worse. I think Mateer will be a little better. The degrees are where I'm having some trouble. I would guess you're not going 7 to 1 TDs to interceptions again. If you're Chambliss, I think that's a safe assumption.
Whoa, my Lord.
I think, so yeah, even if he drops to like 4 to 1, let's say he's 28-7 next year. Good year still, but we're still pretty far away from what we were talking about last year. Like I think Mateer probably has more room for growth, and Chambliss is more likely to regress to, hey, I don't have Lane Kiffin as my offensive coordinator. I don't have the element of surprise. Like nobody knew. Like I don't think people were watching Fair State film last year when Trinidad Chambliss walked into town. You know,
are you a goalish guy?
I don't know yet. I'm not going to pretend like I watched a ton of South Florida and have a really good sense.
Are you a Byron Brown guy?
Same answer. I'm hesitant. Like I'm a wait and see on both. Like I don't have enough frame of reference on
Auburn has a lot of Nebraska vibes with that fan base.
Yes. I think Auburn is more toxic for sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But I understand the analogy there. This is probably not fair, but I assume if it's happening at Auburn, it's going to get screwed up somehow.
Just because
it's Auburn. Like my default for Auburn is they're going to find a way to screw it up. That's sort of what, like, there's more history of that than anything else.
Do you like Colton Joseph?
Not particularly. I think he's fine. I don't know what they want their offense to look like in Wisconsin. I don't know if they're going to use him to his strength. Like, I think there's too many variables in Wisconsin. And I'll be honest, my big thing with Wisconsin has very little to do with like schematics or roster or anything like that. A lot of it has to do with, is the fan base already out on Luke Fickell? Because if that's the case, I'm not sure a ton of anything else matters.
All right.
You know what I mean?
I think it's going to be fascinating.
No, it's fair. I also like the Colton Joseph thing's interesting. Didn't he have like double-digit interceptions at Old Dominion last year?
Yeah.
So like, I don't know what that looks like going to the Big Ten. That's a pretty big jump. It was kind of my issue with Mateer. Like jump from
famously on Mateer.
He played 2 power conference teams last year at Washington State. And then he really struggled against some of the power conference teams. He struggled staying healthy. He struggled with interceptions. Like it's a big jump. And
I know we got to get to Brian Edwards here quick.
Yeah. We don't have anybody at 9, so we can keep Brian a little long.
Will Anthony Edwards end up fighting LaMelo Ball?
Oh, yeah. The question is, will it happen before or after the season starts?
Does LaMelo Ball like playing ball enough to be with Anthony Edwards?
So here's the question I have. What's going on?
I don't like it.
LaMelo Ball. So I think there's a version of this, and I think it's a small.
I would not have moved off of Naz Reid.
I think he's really good. I think there's a small percentage here, but I think there's a version of this where LaMelo Ball with a like hard ass like Anthony Edwards actually turns into the guy we thought he was capable of being. He's been in bad situations his entire life. He's obviously super talented, right? Like nobody's denying the talent there. But he's with his dad who let him do whatever he wants. He's at Chino Hills where he gets to do whatever he wants. He went to New Zealand where he got to do whatever he wants. He went to a trash-ass Charlotte franchise where he got to do whatever he wants. At no point until late last year where it's like, hey, LaMelo, lock in, bud. We might actually be okay. And guess what? He was pretty good. Like down the stretch, he was good last year. And when you've got a guy like Con Knippel who actually is like I'll be honest, I know it's a very different personality type. Con Knippel kind of gives me basketball hard ass vibes. Like, hey, this is how we're gonna play.
I don't mind the situation with Ant. Like
I think Ant could bring out the best of Melo.
I get it because Ant seems like he could thrive.
Yeah.
Like you could drop him off a remote island and he's gonna figure it out.
Ant's gonna be fine. The question is, does it break LaMelo or does it bring out the version of like LaMelo? I think there's two versions of this.
You've been watching his shot selection the last 2 years, right?
I know. But like it got way better second half of last year.
Yeah.
When they're like, hey, we're actually good. It's the first time he's been on a team that mattered at all. And it was Charlotte for a play-in seed. Like, I think he likes basketball. I really do. And I think there's a version of him, and I think it's one extreme or the other.
Which is fascinating for Charlotte because that's a team that I thought would be on the come this next year.
I was kind of surprised they wanted to move off him.
Yeah.
But my thought was, I think there's two extremes with LaMelo Ball. One, he's like, nope, I'm the New Zealand Breakers guy. I don't want anything to do with this. I just want to shoot whatever I want to shoot and play however I want to play. Or I think you get the absolute best version of this that you get, the guy that people thought Golden State should have drafted at 2 to put with Steph Curry. Like, I think it's one of those two things and nothing in the middle. Either he will be unplayable in Minnesota by game 40, or he will turn them into a totally different dynamic offense that is troublesome for other teams. I do not think there's a middle ground there. But if you're Minnesota, might be a good gamble if you're looking up and you're like, we're not catching OKC or San Antonio with Naz Reid.
And you got another,
we got another playmaker here. It's like, let's roll the dice here.
An unusual amount of attention now on Gobert to elevate.
Yeah. Let's take a quick break here. Brian Edwards coming up next here on Hurrdat Sports Live.
Slide into savings at Edwards Hyundai. Finance the 2026 Hyundai Santa Fe at 0% for 72 months. This June, the savings are as big as the season. We've also got the 2026 Hyundai Kona SE all-wheel drive. Sign and drive starting at $287 a month with 0 down. Don't miss this pitch. Slide into savings at Edwards Hyundai. It's time to slide into savings at Edwards Chevrolet. Lease the 2026 Chevy Trax LT for just $349 a month. $0 down with your first payment due at signing. 2 great Chevys, 1 big June event. Slide into a 2026 Chevy Equinox LT for just $399 a month. $0 down with your first payment due at signing. Get to Edwards Chevrolet today. Together, let's drive.
It's really important. I feel like, you know,
You're listening to Hurrdat Sports Live.
Welcome back, Hurrdat Sports Live, presented by Next Gen Male Medical. That's DB. I'm Ravi Lulla here at Hurrdat Sports HQ. We are joined now by Brian Edwards from Major Wager. B, what's going on, buddy? How we doing?
Good morning, gentlemen. What's happening? I was enjoying y'all's convo the last few minutes before you went to break.
Who's more apt to whoop Ball if they have to? Will it be Jaden McDaniel or will it be Anthony Edwards?
Either or.
Man,
I'll say flip a coin, man.
They're kind
Either or. Whoever feels like it.
They're kind of about Ball. I'll be curious because LaMelo shows you flashes like he's really capable, and then it's like he just kind of his alter ego kicks in and he gets super squirrely. I just don't think that's going to be allowed to happen in Minnesota.
Yeah, he's finally going to get some discipline in his life, like Ravi noted before the break. I mean, he has been in horrible situations his entire life. I mean, those brothers and the old man is growing up, and then just horrible situation in Charlotte, like whatever happened with UCLA, and then he goes overseas. Or was that his other brother?
No, that was LeAngelo. Yeah, so like it's super funny, B, because yeah, he skipped his senior year of high school and went to New Zealand.
Yep.
And LaMelo did. And it's super funny because this is, for as much as it's about basketball and other things, like between Lonzo and LaMelo, you see very much the oldest child versus youngest child dynamics.
Yes.
Like LeVar didn't know to mess up Lonzo yet until Lonzo had kind of figured, like, Lonzo's about ball.
Yeah,
like,
he seems and when healthy,
yeah, he's good.
He's pretty good.
And he's a grinder, and he's a good defender, and he's like, so you look at that and you're like, okay, there's some version of that in this family that LaMelo saw growing up from Lonzo, right? And then you get to, all my kids are superstars. Lonzo's the second pick. LaMelo's really young and impressionable still at that time, and LeVar decides he wants to be on First Take every day, and it turns into this whole other thing that kind of ruins how we think about LaMelo Ball. And it might be too late. Like, I don't know, it might be too late, but I think there's a version of him that loves ball and like could actually be really good in Minnesota.
Yeah, I agree with Damon, though. I don't know. I mean, I thought they got rid of Randall to make more minutes and touches for Naz Reid. And then I read about the trade, and then they get Charlotte gets 3 first-round swaps as well, which are going to be the.
That's a little excessive.
That's a way excessive. I mean, you're getting, because you're always going to have the worst pick, Charlotte, with Anthony Edwards over in Minnesota. So you're going to get a better pick now all those 3 years and an unprotected. I know 2033 seems like forever from now, but still, I think Charlotte got over on Minnesota a little bit there.
B, this isn't just because it's you and I know you like the Hawks, but I'm going to tell you. You should be happy. You're going to wait in about 3 or 4 years, and maybe not even that long, because there's a role for him. You're going to like Vesar. You're going to like Vesar. And Atlanta. Like he fits.
Fleming was a good pick, too. Fleming's a good pick.
He fits with what, he's playing with guys where he can get those good pocket passes. He's good around the rim. 15 and in, he's money. He'll defend. Like he didn't always was real assertive in Chapel Hill, but that's a good pick for Atlanta, in my opinion.
Well, I feel like I'd seen him in the late first round on a lot of the mocks, and we gave him what was it, 52, I think?
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I'll take anybody at 52 that I saw late at first round in most of the mocks.
I'm adding Atlanta to the interesting. I have about 5.
I think the second best team in the NBA this past year.
Well, that second half of the season, they were as good as anybody.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying we gave the Knicks the best series. I was being sarcastic, but yeah, no. After the All-Star break, I think our record was
that was the Knicks' last loss in the playoffs.
Right. Or yeah, except for one against San Antonio.
Yeah. I don't. It still seems sad to know that Dolan has a championship, but.
Oh yeah,
my sister and Rico are tickled, so it's fine. Take one for siblings and my other son, so that's fine. So no offense, Rico.
B, let's we sent you a couple teams we wanted to talk about in college football here. Let's start with the one whose face is on our screen right now in Lincoln Riley and USC. Their over-under is for this season, and we just went through their schedule. I don't know if you heard that part of it.
No, I didn't.
We just went through their schedule. It's
I don't know if I'd say tough.
Hard.
I think tough is fair. It's not daunting, but it's tough.
Yeah. They get the right games at home for the most part too.
So they're at 8.5 wins. That's their over/under. Their schedule: San Jose State, Fresno State, Louisiana. All right, whatever.
3-0.
At Rutgers, Oregon. Oregon's at home. Washington's at home. At Penn State, at Wisconsin. Ohio State's at home. Bye week at Indiana. Maryland at home, at UCLA. The back half
they
of
get the right games at home.
They minus Indiana. But the back here's the other thing is I also do wonder. I have no idea what Penn State's going to be this year. I do think going to Penn State from USC is still a hard game, even if.
And one of them is coming off the bye. Is it?
Indiana's coming off the bye.
Okay.
Yeah, but both teams are. But both that's a wash. Both teams are coming off the bye.
Okay.
But I think the travel going east is more important for USC to be coming off a bye. But
and they have a coach that's more apt to make a big deal about the travel too.
Yeah.
Which is Lincoln Riley.
So as you're sitting there and you're looking at that schedule and you go, all right, Vegas is telling me 8.5 wins. A, do you feel like they got the number right in terms of what makes sense? And B, like, I guess does going over
does 9
good enough?
It seems like 9 wins gets the vultures out.
In terms of hot seat.
Yeah.
Especially when, when you look at your schedule, you don't want all 3 of Ohio State, Indiana, and Oregon to be there, and they are. And we, like you said, we don't know what Penn State is necessarily, but you got to go there to end a tough 3-game stretch. And I kind of like the spot for Washington coming to USC because USC's coming off of Oregon. And prior to that, Washington's got 4 straight home games, Washington State, Utah State, Eastern Washington, and Minnesota to kind of warm up and come into USC with momentum and a 4-0 record. Before we get to the schedule, we already did a little bit. I don't know how I didn't notice this. You see their new defensive coordinator?
At SC?
Yeah.
Yeah, and here's the thing, too.
I don't know how I didn't see that until this morning.
Here's the thing. Their defensive line if they play to their potential, has a chance to be way good. Like, that's a talented D-line at SC.
Yeah, I'm not that Phil Steele's unit rankings are all the be all end all, but he's got him 16th at D line. He's got him 7 at QB, 9 at running back, 19 wide receiver, 5-0 line, elite offense as usual with Lincoln Riley, 38 at linebacker, 32 secondary, 20 special teams. I'm interested to see how Gary Patterson impacts their defense, but vintage Lincoln Riley, the games they lost last year, you give up 34 at Illinois. They had no business losing that game. You give up 34 at Notre Dame. You give up 42 at Oregon. In your, 3 regular season losses. You give up 30 to TCU in the bowl game. All right, I initially marked them 7-3 with 2 swing games, have them losing to Oregon, have them losing Ohio State at home, where Ohio State has 2 weeks to prepare, and USC is coming back from a trip east, although I think they win at Wisconsin. And then I have them losing to Indiana, although, at home, you never know. I have the 2 swing games being Washington at home and Penn
State.
And at Penn State. And I kind of think they split those. And I kind of think it's Washington that comes in there and beats them as they're coming off the Oregon game. I think Washington's going to be good this year, but it could be at Penn State. I mean, Rocco Beck's a pretty good QB. It's a trip east after playing Oregon and Washington. So I'm going to say they split those and go 8-4. But it's a 138 price on the under at FanDuel. So I'm not saying I'm taking the under, because they could definitely steal one of those. I mean, they could maybe beat Ohio State or Oregon at home, maybe, if the defense plays elite. They win the turnover battle. They'll score points against those teams. But I'm going to say 8-4 at the end of the day.
That's not going to get it done.
Does that UCLA bother you at all?
It better.
I mean,
I think UCLA is going to be good.
Because I put UCLA, like I personally, when I was going through this in the last segment, I'm putting mentally UCLA in the same category as at Penn State and Washington.
Okay, you think UCLA is a swing game kind of?
I agree.
Yeah, I think those 3 are the ones, because I'm counting on my fingers here, and I go, okay, the Oregon, I'm putting Oregon, Ohio State, Indiana as losses until further notice. Okay, like that's I think 3 teams are better than UNC. And then I've got Washington, Penn State, UCLA as swing games. Like that can get on top of you in a hurry, especially because you've got 3 of those games in a row with Oregon, Washington, Penn State without a bye. There's no byes in that stretch. So like that gets pretty weird in a hurry, I think. I don't know. Like that stretch I think could really make or break their season. And you have 5 out of 6 between, and you do have a bye weekend there, but you have 5 out of 6 between those.
And
Ohio
SC's
State and
only
Indiana.
3-2 against them in the last 5.
UCLA.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think this is.
And who's the better quarterback, Maeva or?
Oh, that's an interesting question.
That's a fair question.
Who's the better quarterback?
I don't love Maeva. I probably take Nico. I don't love
you. Infamously hated on Nico.
I crushed the decision-making process and everything that went around him. But if I'm picking between those 2 quarterbacks, I think Maeva throws a ton of interceptable balls. Even when he puts up good numbers, that dude throws a ton of interceptable balls.
Chesney, they get the bump, and I think they already have a good roster. He's killing it on the recruiting trail.
They got a big transfer haul before, like when he came. Like I don't know. I think UCLA
I definitely think it's a swing game.
Squarely in the swing game for me.
So while you guys were talking there, as I'm thinking about USC's schedule, I just go to see what Phil Steele had it ranked the toughest schedules in the country. Where do you think he comes out on them?
On SC?
Yeah.
I would guess he would say they have.
You can rank it nationally and Big Ten.
Nationally, I'd say top 30.
So surprisingly, everybody whines about Nebraska's schedule. I think SC's is tougher. I would imagine Phil still has SC's schedule the 10th or 12th toughest in the country.
Okay, he's got Nebraska 26, by the way. He's got USC the 3rd toughest. And the only ones tougher are Texas, the toughest, and Michigan 2nd. So 2nd toughest Big Ten.
It's tougher than Nebraska's.
Yeah, I agree. I think 7-5 is 100% on the table for
You keep getting so. This is funny, B.
He's got UCLA winning. He's got UCLA winning.
This 20 minutes ago, it was okay 9, but I don't know if it gets it done. Then 5 minutes later, we processed it some more. You're like, oh, 8's firmly in the deal. Now we're at 7. Well, it's just funny as we like actually get in the weeds.
Yeah. Well, so that stretch, like when I realized what the stretch actually is in the middle of their season, plus when I was saying 9, I was like, I think that's, I don't know if ceiling, but I think that's on the higher end of what's possible with this schedule. Like when you look at that stretch in the matter of basically 6 calendar weeks.
Yeah.
So from September 26th to November.
There's a reason I picked him today. This is exactly what I wanted to get into because I'm fascinated by how hard of an offseason I think he had in the media and with his fan base.
I don't think they're enamored with him at all.
And how could they be? 8 wins, 7 wins, 9 wins ever since the 11 win to start the tenure.
From September 26th until November 14th, it goes Oregon, Washington, at Penn State, at Wisconsin, which is your reprieve, which you think they're better than everybody else does.
They will be.
But that's a second trip east in 3 weeks. I mean, that's not easy.
Ohio State at home and then at Indiana. Like, that's a brutal stretch.
Yeah.
And let's remember, it's going to be cold in mid-November in Bloomington for those California boys, and it might be cold October 24th in Evanston if they play it at night, certainly.
Yeah, up in Madison. Yeah, there's.
Or I'm sorry, Evanston, Northwest. Sorry.
That's as bad of a stretch I think as anybody probably has in the country, in terms of like over the course of 6 or 7 weeks. That's rough. They get 0 breaths.
I think y'all just looked at their September schedule and were like, okay.
No, listen, I've combed through this thing every which way but loose. Like, I know what I know what they're dealing with.
You got to go east 4 times.
I think only one of them off a bye.
Yeah, at Wisconsin's the only one off a bye. That's a brutal
Indiana. Indiana's off a bye. So you get 2 of them off a bye, which helps.
Yeah, but USC's off a bye as well. UFC's off November 7th. So it's a wash. Yeah. I know they got to go east. I get your point. They're not like, yes, you're right. They have a bye and then they go east, but Indiana is going to have they don't have rest advantage is my point.
Right. Yeah, but they just don't have to deal with the long travel on short week is all I meant there. That's a rough schedule. Like this could get away from them. Yeah. Like there's a if they get a couple untimely injuries or something like that, like this thing could get away from them.
Does he get fired at 8-4 if they get blown out in Bloomington and Oregon or Ohio State and run them out of their own building?
Let's say they lose. Let's say they are 8-4, but one of them is a 2-touchdown loss to UCLA to end the season.
That's
pretty hard to keep his job at that point, right?
I mean, a 2-touchdown loss to UCLA, but if your losses are Indiana, Oregon, and Ohio State, and then a 2-touchdown loss, yeah, that's gonna be tough.
That's pretty tough, right? Like,
what's the buyout these days? Did they extend him through this process?
I'm gonna look what the buyout is.
There's so many big personalities with Ryan and D'Anthony Lynn and Patterson. Like, how's it all gonna work?
And does Lincoln Riley like living in Southern California?
Well, they
that's gotta be a fair question too. I couldn't believe he went there.
Wasn't that the big thing? They're like, oh, he's gonna like LA more than he likes Norman. Are we sure?
Right?
No. So it looks like the buyout. This is just from a quick Google. AI is telling me it's between 80 and 90 million for the buyout. So he's gonna be there. He's gonna be there in a couple of years, I think.
Gee, that's Norvell range, reversing back a year or two.
That's Jimbo range.
I don't know, man. Woo! You guys, SC fans are super fickle in fair weather. They already have a hard time showing up. I don't know, man.
Maybe
Lincoln going on in Southern California if you're not winning.
Maybe Lincoln does them a favor, and if an SEC team comes calling.
Well,
Maybe he gets out of Dodge.
I'm just telling you, it's going to be fascinating.
That is going to be fast. It's going to be a lot more fascinating than I thought when I heard you say it's going to be fascinating for you into break.
Yeah, because I think we're focused on the wrong coaches in the conference being on the hot seat. Like, I get the fickle talk, but there's a couple. I'm like, you guys, like, Lincoln Riley's pretty polarizing. Can we take a look at this?
I think he is. I think you're right there. I also think Luke Fickell's buyout is exorbitant, but
yeah, that's what I was saying about Brian Kelly last year. I was like, look, they just made the NIL investment. If they don't make the playoff, he is out. I was on the radio in Baton Rouge the week before they played Texas A&M, and I told Jimmy Ott, I go, he's going to get fired if y'all lose this game, and he goes, no, he's not. No, he's not. I go, yeah, he is.
So Fickell's buyout actually super reasonable in the grand scheme of things, $21 million.
You said relatively speaking.
Wait, Lincoln Riley's? I was lying to you.
No, Luke Fickell's is 21.
Oh, I got you.
I thought his was quite a bit higher, but no, in the grand scheme of college football, 21 is
that's
not
viable.
crazy. Yeah.
All right, you just mentioned Baton Rouge last year doing a hit. Can we talk about Kiffin's schedule and the expectation level for as talented as this roster is, B?
Oh, the expectation level's through the roof. I mean, it's Baton Rouge. And it's us against the world. It's Will Wade and Lane Kiffin and Kim Mulkey versus the entire planet.
That athletic department staff holiday party was going to be lit.
I mean, co-eds. Kiffin's going to have multiple co-eds and his ex-wife there.
There's going to be hot yoga everywhere.
And Mulkey, she'll run through them too now. You better keep let's chill.
I'm going to keep moving. Despite the expectations in Baton Rouge, Vegas still has them at again, fairly modest 8.5.
It's low.
And flat, minus 110 odds either way. Sorry, name.
Because what's funny about that number?
Mm-hmm.
Vegas is letting you know the national expectations are playoff caliber.
Yeah, are way higher than what
Vegas win total is only. I say only.
No, but for
8.5, you would have probably guessed higher, right?
If you're talking about I would have guessed at least 9.5.
That's what I had thought.
Like where the expectation and that the over would be minus money. Like you'd have to pay to get the over at 10. That's what the national expectations seem like.
8 wins year one for Kiffin. Those fans would
disaster. 8-4 is an absolute disaster.
So let's talk about it. 8.5. Yeah. What do you see?
Let's run through the schedule real quick, B.
Well, first off, I mean, when is Sam Levitt going to get cleared? And is this a bigger issue than we think? I mean, he's got all new teammates, and he didn't have spring practice to develop any chemistry with them. I will say they got the Houston Longstreet, who was a 4-star to USC and redshirted there last year, so he's a 4-star transfer. So they do have some talent behind him, but anyway, I think they smashed Clemson. They're 2-0.
Do you guys think Clemson will be formidable?
No, not at all. I like LSU. I think Clemson's going to fall off an absolute cliff this year. We don't have time to explain all that, but I have all their recruiting rankings going back a long ways, and Dabo's been out to lunch for a long time and way too stubborn. But different combo, different day. I don't think they're winning at Ole Miss. I don't think they're winning at Ole Miss. Look. Initially, I marked them 6-2 with 4 swing games. I got them losing at Ole Miss, and I've got them losing to Texas at home, which obviously they can win that. But they're coming off their huge rivalry game with Alabama. So the 4 swing games I had A&M at home, at Auburn, Alabama at home, and at Tennessee. And out of the at Auburn, at Tennessee, I think they're getting bit one time there. I don't know if it's going to be at Auburn or if it's going to be at Tennessee. At Tennessee's when they're coming off Alabama, Texas. We're not sure what Tennessee's going to get at QB, but I would imagine whatever Tennessee gets at QB is going to be a little better in November than it's going to be earlier in the year. So I've got them splitting against Auburn, and I've got them splitting at home, out of home to Alabama and A&M, and I think they go 8-4.
And I think you're missing a tricky one too. because they may make my surprise list like a Wisconsin. Kentucky, Will Stein is going to make that a problem for somebody in Lexington.
Will it be this year, though?
Got a good running back.
Listen, it's just a weird game. Look where that game sits in their schedule, right? Because
kind of a little sleepy spot.
Yep.
When
They're coming off of, McNeese.
Right.
And then they come right back on the road to Kentucky. Like,
sleepy spot.
I got my eyes circled because they think they have a little lull with McNeese, Kentucky, and Mississippi State.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know that. We're going to come back to that one, B.
Well, Kentucky's got two very talented running backs that are looking to prove some things, and Javonte Barnes and C.J. Baxter, highly talented guys that have had a lot of success in the SEC, but have been a little injury riddled and with a lot to prove. Stein's recruiting pretty good at Kentucky.
So you are on the slight under for LSU. You got to 8. Am I correct?
I got to 8 now. I like to have a 1.5 game cushion if I'm going to bet a win total. So I'm not betting it, but if I gotta say, I say 8-4.
Shading the under there.
Interesting.
Yeah, I think
two coaches we hold in high, I think
interesting regard.
Right?
I think they're gonna light Baton Rouge on fire if they go 8-4 in year 1 of Lane Kiffin.
Oh, and I think they're pissed at 9-3. And do they get in the playoff at 9-3?
I don't know.
Depends on their strength of schedule and how that shakes out. But yeah, I would guess this is a playoff or bust thing for LSU. Like that's what got Brian Kelly fired.
Where did you see? Where did you have them against A&M?
I said a swing game. I think DraftKings has them favored by 3 or 3.5. I want to say
that might be. A&M may have that might be one of the quarterbacks that comes back to the pack. Some of these quarterbacks this year are fascinating because he still doesn't throw it very well.
I love taking Marcel Reed's rushing yards props over.
No Concepcion.
It's always low hanging fruit in the low 30s, upper 20s, and I'm like, man, he can get that in one run.
Yeah, like I'm a little lower on Reed and like a little higher on a guy like. Even Bynum at Auburn, or Dampier. Like when I think dual threat, I was a little disappointed against with Reed, given the weapons they had.
Certainly don't trust Marcel Reed when he has to. Like that's
wow. Our precious memory is the Miami game.
Yeah, and I was like, just mix it, like just play catch. Yeah. Now, granted, he was under a little duress.
Yeah, Miami's D-line beat A&M's O-line. Bad.
They were fortunate to be in that game down the stretch. I was like, they can't
flip
a
coin,
move the
hope
ball.
and a prayer. Like that's interesting. All right, B. Enjoy your holiday. We will talk to you.
2 weeks.
All right, buddy.
See you guys. We got to talk about Gaethje one day, Damon, because we missed out on that.
I know it, man. I was. Just looking at I told you about that. No, you sent it to me. The link of all the guys' faces that Gaethje has fought in the last 4 fights. And that you DM'd me that, didn't you? Because I knew somebody said it. And then
I DM'd that to like 12 people that night.
Ravi. I sent it to Ravi, and I was like, "These guys' face looks like hamburger."
Yes.
He's
crazy, man. And then Habib's quote: "This guy hits like truck."
Yeah, he's a menace. Hey, you think McGregor gets it done if he shows up? You think that fight gets called off?
After watching his interviews, I don't think it's going to get called off. But I've been saying for 5 years it'll get called off. Like I don't know that he'll make it. But after watching his interviews, I mean, I'm not saying he's going to perform great, but I think mentally he's going to show up. So we'll see. There's another thing. It's going to be fascinating.
No, it's. I hate to see him sound lucid and making sense, but
I know. I enjoyed the heck out of his conversation with Helwani. I was like, oh man.
And Helwani's been hard on him. This guy. He's been hard on him. So that was a good little sit down.
Yeah. Yes. I was fascinated with that whole thing. And enjoyed the combo today, guys. Y'all have a great week and great 4th.
All right, be safe.
See ya.
That is Brian Edwards from Major Wager. We will take a quick break here and get back. More Hurrdat Sports Live coming next.
The Kia Summer Sticker Sales event is on at Edwards Kia. Lease the 2026 Kia Sportage Hybrid S all-wheel drive starting at $299 a month. Edwards Kia is on a winning streak. This June, the savings are as big as the season. We've also got the 2027 Kia Telluride S all-wheel drive starting at $469 a month. Don't wait. Slide into savings with the Edwards Kia Summer Sticker Sales event. The Kia Summer Sticker Sales event is on at Edwards Kia. Lease the 2026 Kia Sportage Hybrid S all-wheel drive starting at $299 a month. Edwards Kia is on a winning streak. This June, the savings are as big as the season. We've also got the 2027 Kia Telluride S all-wheel drive starting at $469 a month. Don't wait. Slide into savings with the Edwards Kia Summer Sticker Sales event.
You're listening to Hurrdat Sports Live.
Welcome back, Hurrdat Sports Live, presented by Next Gen Mail Medical. That's DBM Ravi Lulla here at Hurrdat Sports HQ. Reminding you, give our friends over at Next Gen a call, 402-614-9700. We'll make a couple trips over there while we're on our break. Make sure we stay, nice and energized.
I don't have any friends. I have to go talk to them.
Oh, you got lots of friends.
No,
all your friends are right here.
Did you hear that little 10-minute meltdown you guys were having at my expense?
No, we do that at everybody's expense. So that's how you know we're friends.
Yeah. I'm still running middle school steps in North Omaha, according to Austin.
We can
I would go run steps with those guys.
You go run steps with our friends over at Next Gen because they're the best. 402-614-9700. Whether it's weight loss, hormone replacement, peptides, vitamins, whatever it is, they got you covered. Make sure you give them a call. Tell them that we sent you. You'll get some of those vitamins.
And in HP's honor, Husker,
yeah,
they
can help you out with that too.
They have a price shot. What's it called? It's funny. It's the big.
Oh, I don't know what the name of the shot is, but I read the board all the time. So I'm like, huh, interesting.
I'm like, why would you have a boomerang?
Listen,
that would hurt. I was like, oh gosh, that's a real word. I told Nick, I said, I have a friend that goes by that name. And he goes, that's weird. I was like, no, it's a screen name. He said, that's still weird.
Yeah, it's not. It's a little better. It's not like he's like, yeah, you can call me Husker P. You meet him in person. It's like, it's a little weird. I am going to call Headley by Headley Lamar, though. We're just,
that's
Alex says hits the spot just right. Is the spot around a corner? Where are we going, bud?
Dude, I'm telling you, got to watch Alex.
Oh, man.
I bet Alex, you have two littles?
Oh, does he have kids?
Yeah. Remember out of town and I remember him saying, I have 2.5 in my brain.
Alex says, get that baby batter going.
I don't even know why I said that, but every time I hear batter, that's what I think of. Yep. I knew it. 3 and 2.
Oh God. 3
Remember
and
he
2.
was by himself about a month ago? And I was like, oh my God, he has his kids by himself?
Sounds terrible.
Dude, they're probably either at the gun range or at the skate park.
3 and 2. My God.
Oh, you're such a hater.
No, that's just really closely packed in together.
He seems to have the temperament, though. Oof. He's silly. You got to be like that with kids.
Ravi, I could say 6 and 2, and you'd be like, "That's terrible. That's whoa."
Yeah, you could say 10 and 4. Oh, that's awful.
You're not wrong.
13 and 10, and Robbie's like, "Oh, that is just the worst."
Well, I mean, middle school is the worst age. That's rough. 13 and 10, that's bad. Middle school kids.
See, here he goes again. That word gives me the willies. Because people say, "Oh, he gazed lovingly into her." I don't know. It's not that. It was, and again,
it's a bender.
It was a bender,
which is my wife has a clip of you out of context from today earlier.
Me?
Oh
yeah.
No. Alex says he works in middle school and it is terrible. Yeah, middle school is the worst age.
I want to know what they ate. Because sometimes dads.
Oh, when they
it's
were
on
with him,
the fly, it's like, hey, here's some
speaking
pizza rolls.
Speaking of poverty meals, it's like, here we go.
Oh no!
You want these microwave nachos?
What I say?
Making a lot of peanut butter sandwiches.
What's the clip?
It's from earlier.
Oh, what's the clip?
I can't say it because it's we were laughing about in the break. When he says nothing against the GAZE.
Wait. Jeez, nothing against the.
That's how you said it.
Okay, but how did it sound?
Out of context, it sounds bad.
Yeah, I spelled it after that because I knew what he was talking about, right?
That's what I'm saying. She has an out of context clip of you.
Yeah, I gave the context. I was like, he means GAZE to be.
She cut that part out.
I don't remember exact. You don't have to.
I'm not.
But what did I say?
Alex says we ate out every meal.
Oh, I bet.
No, you were explaining the meat gazing or something, and you said nothing against those who gaze or anything like that. And I was like Gaze. It was
that
just
was the Bender thing, right?
Yeah, that was Bender versus Gazer.
Yeah,
And,
you guys are.
I was helping. I spelled it for you to make sure you didn't get in trouble. Rico's the troublemaker.
You couldn't wait to send that to her, could you?
She did it.
Yeah,
I gotta meet her.
Here's the funny thing about Rico is
what kind of meat, DB?
MEET. The funny thing about Rico is Rachel taught him how to do 90% of this job.
Really?
That is not true.
Like 50?
No.
Everything graphical she taught you how to do.
Not everything.
Wait, is that what she does for the big guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's a graphic designer.
Huh.
She was coding yesterday.
Interesting.
So we should have hired Rachel.
What's a household full of creative people with kids do? Are there any rules in that house?
There's plenty of rules. They're not followed, but there's plenty of them.
Rachel is raised down the law.
Oh, does she?
Yeah, she's
even as so she's got to be a left brain person,
especially with Rico. She has to with that one.
Huh? And you guys are the same.
I got
age.
dad voice on point.
You guys are the same age, right, Ravi?
I'm 6 days older than her, and she reminds me of it every day.
Interesting.
Daniel says a good friend of mine was a middle school teacher and just quit completely one day. They broke me is all he would say. Won't talk about it at all.
Yeah, I mean, I get it.
Good Lord.
They don't even offer my degree anymore.
Secondary special ed?
I wasn't even secondary. I was K-8 certified with a special ed endorsement.
Yeah.
So I think you either have to go.
I think you have to elementary or secondary. Yeah, which is basically 6 through 12 is secondary.
Yeah. No, 8.
8 through 12?
Yeah.
Wait, so what do they do with 6 and 7? Is that considered elementary?
Yeah, because they combo those grades now in schools. Like sometimes you go 6, 7, 8.
Yeah, no, most of them go 6, 7, 8 now.
I don't know.
Elementary to me is the biggest is way more different than middle school and high school. Like middle school to me looks more like high
you don't
school.
want a 6th grader with an 8th grader?
No, I mean, so they used to do 6th grade in elementary schools.
I know.
And then they would do like 7, 8, 9. And like Papio Junior High did that for a long time. I don't know if I don't think
my first year of high school was the first year without a 9th grade center. So Horseman had closed.
Yeah.
So I was a freshman at Northwest in year 1 of 9th grade being in the high schools.
So my older sister was the last 6th grader at the elementary school before they moved it over to Miller North Middle, which I don't think I get there's a big difference between 6th and 8th graders, but I think there's a bigger.
I think middle school should just be 7th and 8th grade, but it's not really anymore.
Yeah.
Because I think middle schools are 6, 7, 8, aren't they?
Yeah. Yeah. Almost all of them are 6, 7, 8. 6 makes more sense I think 6 there's always going to be a huge gap. Like there's a huge difference between 1st graders and 5th graders. There's a huge difference between 6th graders and 8th graders. There's a huge difference between 9th graders and 12th graders, right? So like you're going to have a range regardless of how you split it up.
I want to know what A-Train fed is a 3-year-old and a 2-year-old eating out
that's a lot of dino nuggies. You know that's a lot of dino nuggies.
Chicken nuggets for days.
In and out of the car would annoy me.
Oh God, yeah.
With little they got
dude, it's a drive-through.
They got to bring everything with them, and they can't just sit on the car ride. You have to keep. I don't miss those.
There's got to be a lot of mac and cheese involved. I bet.
I don't know.
When I was in 7th grade, it was 7 through 12.
Yeah, there's some of those, especially in smaller schools.
Small town.
And 7th graders, they're not the same as 12th graders. I mean,
you're like, oh, what's one of those?
That's accurate.
What are those?
Yeah, probably not a very good thing.
No, a lot of the smaller schools are middle school and like.
Is that where you fell in love with bread, Shane?
They had some bakers up in there. Yeah, a lot of the
big loaves guy.
You can go to bakery school, can't you?
No. Yeah, you know what they call those? Brothels.
Oh, it's no. I was gonna say it all. I was say plastic surgeons. The
I'm talking about eating.
Oh, I bet you.
Oh, I know you are.
Bet you are.
You're making it worse, Shane.
Shane's hungry.
Hey, I haven't eaten for like 3 days, so.
Days, months, it's all the same. Years, probably.
I mean, he couldn't keep much down over the weekend, so it makes sense.
Shane, you poop your pants?
No, but I went to baker school.
Anywho.
I'm sorry. I had to get my education somewhere.
To think this all started with A-Train having to be alone with his kids.
Talking about school. I don't know what you guys are talking about. I don't know.
Hey, kids, let's go out to eat.
Speaking of school, you know who's not going to be in school or the draft? Brennan Sorsby.
Dude.
The NFL kind of just bitch slapped him.
I'm not going to kid you. I don't know if this is a hot take.
Yeah.
I'm kind of torn.
Oh, come on, man. What are we doing? Are you serious? Don't let your empathetic side get over the fact that this man should never play football again. Like, you can't do, like, it's over. Stop it. You can't do it.
This dude's talking to me like I'm one of his kids that you don't have.
True.
Okay.
This is the one thing you can't do.
Listen,
Go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry.
This was in college.
I don't care.
Clearly.
It doesn't matter.
This was in college.
Okay. And?
I don't know if I would make the direct correlation that he can't do this someplace. He can't play someplace else. But I also understand the NFL saying, well, listen, it's a privilege. We don't have to do anything.
Yeah.
So I'm okay with that.
They have to protect the integrity of their league.
But what I don't like you saying is because he did this here, that means he can't do this over there. It's up to the entity to decide. It doesn't have to be a hard, fast rule.
No, I'm saying there's no entity that should allow him to play football. I get it's all their own individual decisions. And I'm sure there is some league somewhere that's going to let him play, whether it's the UFL or indoor football
He can go to
or Canada, like whatever. I'm sure there is some league somewhere that's going to let him play. My point is
they have Canadian lines.
Like
CFL.
Oh, like betting lines?
Yeah.
There is absolutely zero reason the NFL. And so the video that you sent me, I don't know if these guys have it or not.
Did I send that to the fellas? Or was that? Oh, we do have that, Suave? He gave me the thumbs up. Yeah, let it ride.
I'm a former NFL scout and want to talk about how the NFL just essentially told Brandon Sorsby to get screwed. We are not having a supplemental draft this year, and essentially did so because they are punishing him for his gambling exploits, and they essentially said, we aren't going to allow you to escape these consequences by bolting to the NFL and not serving a suspension in college. My immediate take is I don't like it. I don't like the NFL doing this. Sorsby, yes, he broke rules, but he broke the rules while he was in college. He never, gambled while he was with the pro team. He hasn't been on a pro team yet. So I don't necessarily love the NFL continuing to punish the kid when he didn't commit these quote-unquote crimes as a professional. So that's number one. Number two, I think from a business standpoint, getting Sorsby to the league sooner than later is better for business. The NFL wants quarterbacks. They want storylines. They want to be in the headlines, and making Sorsby sit out a year, I don't think accomplishes any of that. He would have likely been a second or third round pick in the supplemental draft, and he could be starting games this fall for all we know, with the Jets, with the Cardinals even. I just feel like that's a miss by the NFL, and then again, trying to retroactively punish him when he was already punished in college, whether he's escaping the punishment or not, doesn't feel right to me personally. And now I'm not defending his game.
Right. Like that's the gist of it, right?
Yeah. So
there's a lot of things in there that I think are all wrong, but that's fine.
Yeah. So I'm piece by piece. I can. It's like politics for me, right? I'm more about issues than I am.
You're not just gonna ride. With
I'm
like
not just
one
party
side.
lines, right? I'm more about the philosophical issues. So the interesting thing, though, is there's a couple of guys that I listen to, two from the NFL Network, that cover this deal, and the angle of the collective bargain. So the CBA, like just not getting involved. That's like saying, hey, he's not ours yet.
We don't
He's
have
not
to
one
hold
of us. We don't have to do anything. Like we can just.
He didn't give us enough time, and he didn't give us more evidence to say why we should go against the status quo. Was not having a supplemental draft, right? So that matters here.
Yeah, but so the verbiage from the NFL that says he didn't properly or sufficiently enough state why.
Yeah. Because you have to
does that sound like a technicality?
No, I mean, I think it's fair. He only because of the timing of it, he only gave him 3 days to, I think, wade through an issue that they would have to give a lot of time and thought to. And if you don't,
because for all the legal hula hooping and shucking and jiving that we thought his legal team did, this was really poorly executed.
Yeah, so I don't think I don't think they thought they were going to have to go this route. So I think this was sort of haphazard. And by the NFL statement, it's like, hey, if you want us to allow a known gambler, a known gambling on my own team guy to be in the NFL, you're going to have to go above and beyond to tell me why. And it doesn't seem like they did. I didn't think that was a technicality. I think that was the nicest way of saying you must be out your damn mind.
Now that's fine. So that's the part where I say I'm torn. I'm cool with that aspect of it. I didn't like your hardline stance initially, just for this. Like, I don't know if it didn't seem like when you're just kind of emotionally saying it's over, like that you had thought through the ramifications of, because it was this over here, it has to be this over here.
So here's let me go through my thought process for you. Number one, and somebody brought this up.
I like distinctions.
Yeah, absolutely fair. So number one, and somebody brought this up in the chat. I don't make a big distinction between college and professional. I get they're different entities because he was getting paid. He was getting paid and he was gambling on his own team while getting paid.
So you realize, though, if you would have just said, hey, they don't have to have a supplemental draft.
Sure.
I'm probably done.
I think there's
because they don't have to have a supplemental draft.
There's a lot in here, though, right?
Oh, okay.
And I think I do think it's a little bit of like a moral stand might be too strong, but I think
that's
the NFL,
how you sounded.
The NFL is taking.
That's how you sound. That's how you sound.
I think they're taking a stand here. Number one, I think he's closer to being a professional while he was betting than we really want to admit.
Because he was being paid.
Because he's being paid a lot of money, by the way, like a good amount of money. Number two, they not having to have a supplemental draft is important here because they're not punishing him. They're just not making an exception for him.
Yeah, if you'd have led with that, I'm like, I understand that.
Like punishment versus not making an exception.
We've gone years without having a supplemental draft. They're not entitled.
No one's been drafted in a supplemental draft since 2019. They haven't had one since 2023, right? So it's not a punishment. We're just not making an exception for you. That's an important part of this too. But if you want to get to the part of the morality of it is, I think when you're, especially with the comments of the former scout that we just heard, I think it's I thought what he was saying was idiotic about the NFL needing to get Brendan Sorsby into the league. The NFL doesn't need Brendan Sorsby at all.
Understood.
That part is, as an argument to this, is so stupid.
Because you're like, oh, they like storyline, or he's like, they like story. Yeah,
when has the NFL needed anything from any one individual player that was so great? His
certainly not Colin Kaepernick.
Not Kaepernick, who, by the way, made it to a Super Bowl, right? Better players have been booted out of the league for less.
Yeah. So can I say something else?
Yeah.
Or do you want to state the whole case?
Just real quick.
Because I'm anti-collusion from a league that has made a ton of money from colluding.
So when it's part
And
of
people are afraid to say that C word, but let's not be dumb here.
So what's the difference between collusion and collectively bargained? That's the real question.
Greater good.
And I would make the argument that
greater good.
The greater good of the NFL is to not have known gamblers, known guys that have bet on their own teams.
Yeah, but you skipped the formality.
Which part?
What one is legal, one isn't.
Well, I mean, Sorsby broke laws.
Collusion.
Oh, yes,
is illegal.
But they haven't done anything. Like, if he doesn't get signed at some point next fall or next spring,
I'm answering your question.
No, sure, yeah, that's what I mean. But we're not at collusion yet.
Okay.
We're at collective bargaining.
Because you asked me the question, I answered it.
But we're not there yet.
Okay,
right? We're squarely in the collective bargaining portion of this conversation. It doesn't get to collusion until next spring when he doesn't get signed as a free agent. Like that's. Then we're in the collusion part of the conversation,
even though nobody's going to say it out loud.
Yes,
but I'm fine.
But that's the difference.
Yeah.
So, and the other thing is, they're not continuing the punishment of college. They're not enforcing an eligibility issue. They're saying we don't want this in our league. That's a different thing than being like, well, they said he was ineligible, so we're going to keep him ineligible. That's not the same
fundamentally,
thing.
Do you care what the NFL is saying they don't want in the league?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
That's why I'm on board with this decision. I think they're saying, hey, it's the same line that the NCAA drew and said, hey, this is a thing that we just will not allow. If you bet on your own team, you don't get to play football anymore. Full stop. And that's a line that should be drawn. If we're going to take gambling money and we're going to take FanDuel and DraftKings and all this money from all these places, you have to draw a hard line and say, yes, we can profit off this as a league, which indirectly you will profit off of as players as well. You cannot bet on football. That is a absolute non-negotiable full stop. And if they're saying if you have a documented and admitted record of betting on football, even when you're in college, that still means we probably want nothing to do with you. And I'm totally fine with that. I prefer that because, again, it's not a punishment of Sorsby. It's a protection of the NFL. It has nothing, honestly, I think it has very little to do with Sorsby and it has everything to do, what's the thing that they always say to players? Protect the shield. Protect the shield. Brendan Sorsby is not a guy that you can look at with confidence and say he's going to protect the shield. And he's admitted to doing the thing that would hurt the shield more than literally anything. I said this before and people made fun of me. The league has survived active players murdering people and going to jail for just about everything imaginable.
Yeah, this is a week after James Pierce comes back to the Falcons after the pretrial diversion agreement.
And listen, I'm not saying I'm a fan of that. What I'm saying is...
But yet Ray Rice was done.
Ray Rice was done because we saw a video we didn't like. Ray Rice wasn't done until the video dropped. Right? It was a 2-game suspension. Then we saw a video and we're like, oh, you never get to play again.
Yeah.
Right? But it also wasn't formally you never get to play again. Just nobody wanted to sign him. Right?
So that's the part I think the slippery
collusion
slope,
part of it.
The slippery slope that we're kind of talking over.
But here's the thing. That's the owners also do the protect the shield thing. They also understand, hey, and that's why I brought up the NFL not needing Brendan Sorsby. This is a juice worth the squeeze situation. If we're talking about like a Joe Burrow level prospect or, the some way people talk about Arch Manning, which the last name would make things real complicated there in a hurry for the NFL, right? Like, we're not talking about that level of prospect. If we were, we might be having a different conversation because guess what? If Joe Burrow was in this situation coming out of LSU, I bet some teams would be like, hey, can we get some of that? Can we get that supplemental draft? Can we get a little supplemental draft up in here? Like just a little bit. I'd spend a 4th round pick on Joe Burrow. Can we do that? You know what I mean? Yeah. Like the quality of the player dictates the amount of leeway they get. That's always been the case with everything. What I think they're saying here is your quality, A, may not matter nearly as much if you're gambling on our sport, and B, if it does, Brendan Sorsby, you're not in the neighborhood where we need to have that discussion. Like, the NFL does not need Brendan Sorsby. The NFL doesn't need anyone. Like, any one specific person, the NFL does not need. So to make the argument from the scout, to be like, oh, the NFL needs to get him in the league as soon as. No, they don't.
Yeah, I think it's interesting though, because the minute I say I'm torn initially, oh, come on, man, we're not doing this. But I think fundamentally, you have to understand, at least I'd like for you to understand, the sweeping totality of just independently being able to make a decision because someone feels like it.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like, we're clearly picking the one thing. It's like ranking sin, right? Like, fundamentally, I just don't think you rank sin.
I do.
Right? Well, again, we are vastly different.
No, that's fine.
On biblically speaking, that would be tough for you to substantiate. That would be on a personal level.
I don't even know that that's true. I think it does. I think the Bible does less so than I do, but there's things that they consider like unforgivable. Like blaspheme is different than anything else. The Bible holds blasphemy in a totally different realm than any other sin.
I believe that to be incorrect, but I won't get into the theological lesson of it.
It depends. It probably depends on which persuasion you come from, but there's a lot of denominations that believe blasphemy is held in a very different regard than everything else.
Okay, so back to the discussion point, though. Mm-hmm. You don't feel like you're on shaky ground with If we just would have said, hey, we don't have to have a supplemental draft. You didn't give us enough ground on which to stand on. But you're saying a couple of different things, right?
Sure.
At one point, you're going to talk about the fundamentals and the legality of not having to have the fundamental draft, the supplemental draft, which
is pretty cut and dry, I think.
Yeah. Like I don't have any problems with that.
Yeah.
But then you delve into this other world about being able to make a choice on.
So what we talked about,
because even within that gray, I could give you James Pearson, Ray Rice, and you're cool with the saying, well, it was because it's a video.
Well, listen, I'm not saying I agree with the decision there in terms of how they rank it. I'm saying that's what happened with Ray Rice, right?
Yeah, and I'm aware of that.
Right.
I would like at some point to take just how arbitrary something is out of it. Especially if you've ever been marginalized in any capacity.
I actually don't think it's that arbitrary. I think the line is, does this make,
as long as we don't see it, we can.
I think it's not a visual see it. It's what are the optics of this?
Yeah, but here's the thing though. We only say optics when we don't have enough information.
I understand that. But that's,
you can present the information,
but
and be transparent.
So
with
I think it is the public perception of how things are received, right? That's why, like I think in a very clear way, out of Sorsby, Ray Rice, and Colin Kaepernick's sins are by far the least egregious.
And he never got to play again,
right? But the optics of those three things all reached a level where the NFL was like, we're out. That's why I say optics, because that's the metric they use, and it is shifting at best, right? But I understand the lens they're looking through. Hey, what does this look like for the league? And
I agree, Kobe. Like, how does Pierce not have a punishment yet?
Listen, I'm not saying that's good.
But you realize, so this is the way that I like to discuss things.
Sure.
If you're going to arbitrarily box yourself in, you know how I'm going to come at it. It's going to be with other instances similarly to what you're talking about.
Sure. Yeah.
Right? So I'm going to work against kind of what you're saying.
Absolutely.
But you seem to be okay with it.
I am, because I feel like I understand what the NFL is trying to accomplish.
And I'm not saying I don't. That was never my premise.
No, I know. But like the reason I'm okay with it is because I understand what the NFL is trying to accomplish. And I understand within that realm, there's going to be a ranking of sins. And part of that ranking is going to be how the public perceives it. Part of the reason James Pierce hasn't risen to any higher level than that is, I think, to the general casual public, James Pierce isn't a big enough star, and it hasn't become a big enough story for it to bother the NFL.
What if I give you apples to apples?
Would love that. Sure.
How is Calvin Ridley playing football?
Fair question. I think it's because he never bet on his team.
Again,
I think
to my original point, when you don't have to admit anything out loud or concrete, and it seems arbitrary,
sure,
because you don't talk about it, you get to use things as you deem fit.
Yes. That's what the NFL does. And I get how that does seem arbitrary. The Calvin Ridley one is the Calvin Ridley one is by far your best argument. Because if Calvin Ridley never got to play football again, I have no problem. None at all. I really don't. Part of the thing working against Brendan Sorsby is how big of a story it became.
But he did bet on his own team.
Ridley didn't.
Wasn't it? Didn't he do the prop bets?
He did NFL games. I don't believe he bet on his own team. I could be mistaken.
Here's the thing.
Oh, it's okay. Hold on. It does say including it. Yeah. So if Calvin Ridley never plays football again, I have no problem with that at all.
So like this whole thing is I'm trying to give. Again, it's just kind of my style. I like to give you every opportunity to get it out.
Yep.
I typically always save aces, right? If we just say, listen, they don't have to have a supplemental draft. It is their right. And they leave it at that. I'm probably okay.
Sure.
But once we introduce, well, hey, this is where they draw the line. You know what I'm going to say?
Yeah.
Is it?
I didn't realize Ridley.
Is it where they draw the line?
So it should be. I didn't realize Ridley had bet on his own games.
It seems pretty arbitrary. And I think there were two in the same year. I can't remember the other guy.
So Ridley should not be playing football. Like, you bet on your own team, I'm done.
But we haven't openly said why he's getting to.
I don't know.
That's what that's what I'm trying to alleviate the league trying to do.
Yeah.
It seems like, how do we how do we feel today? Because without openly giving me any sort of rationale or rhyme or reason, you leave it open to interpretation.
I think it is mostly, I think the NFL basically does most of their discipline based on a PR management philosophy, which I'm not saying is a good philosophy.
It's too much power for one entity to have.
I don't disagree.
It's just like,
and I do think
that's why I give you the yes and no. Like, I don't love what it, again, if I'm only looking in like the 2-foot thing, it's like, yep, keep it out of football. They don't have to inherit that problem. But you've allowed it already.
They shouldn't have. Like, Calvin Ridley should not be allowed to play professional.
He's getting ready to get paid again too, because he's going to have one more good year. And
Calvin Ridley shouldn't be in the NFL. Like that, like, full stop.
Just give me some parameters on what I'm working with.
Yeah. Once you bet on your own team, I think your career should be over. That's my that's my personal stance. Once you bet on your own team, your career should be over. I don't even think that should be controversial. Like, once you bet on your own team, and again, I think the NFL should make it very clear, like, hey, this is a thing that we are not touching, that you will not touch, and if you do, you never get to play football here again. Like that, they should make it very clear. And obviously with the Calvin Ridley thing, they have muddied. There we go. They've made it very murky by muddying up the waters by saying like, oh, no, you can come back. You serve a little suspension. We're good here. And it was only like 5 games. It wasn't even a long suspension.
Dude, he wasn't even playing. And that's what we thought Sorsby was so crazy about saying. Hey, to stay connected to my team.
No, yeah,
and we laughed at that,
I think
right?
That's very stupid.
Yeah, Ridley wasn't playing either.
Yeah, and I think he also should not be in the NFL. Like, the NFL does its punishments on a PR strategy, I think, solely.
Yeah, I'm
which is a bad way to go about business.
I just need something a little more. You're allowing, like, just being defiant like that.
Mm-hmm.
You're given to. It's like the line in Malcolm X. The police officer was like, "That's too much power for any one man to have." Like,
I agree that they should have.
We're doing too much.
I agree that they should have written rules about, at the very least, this specific thing.
Yeah, like, don't hide behind
That's fine. If you want them to just come out
because
and say,
the supplemental draft thing is legit.
It is. Yeah, you don't have to hold one.
But and they're going to leave it at that, and we're going to be okay because I'm not clamoring for Sorsby to play. He'll have every opportunity to go take a year off. Some of that money that Texas Tech let him keep to go away, like go take a year off and go train and see if that's good enough. But
see if it blows over in a year from now or whatever.
Enough that we don't bring up Ridley.
No, and we probably should. We probably should.
I mean, have we brought up Ridley in the chat?
I don't think so. This is the first time in this whole thing that I think anybody's brought up Ridley. I forgot about him.
I can't read.
No,
I meant see. Sorry. I screwed myself. Kobe's on it.
I saw a bumper sticker that said that the other day.
Kobe's on it.
On Ridley?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Ridley shouldn't play football either. Like
he say this dude can go off?
There should be, I think, some hard lines, and I agree with you. The ability of Goodell at the behest of the owners to be sort of wishy-washy based on things that they like is not good for anyone's well-being. I think there should be some things that are just non-negotiables, and betting on the NFL and specifically your team should be one of them.
I think somebody's got to ask that question about Ridley. But they don't have to answer it because they didn't really then. And they can say with Sorsby, it's, hey man, we don't have to hold a supplemental.
Yeah, they just kicked the can down the road. That's all they did. They made this an individual team's problem for next year, as opposed to being a NFL problem today.
Hey man, I wasn't here, Kobe. I don't know. Shane, when we come back, I'm going to need you to send Kobe a link. He can go audio only. I have got to hear his voice. I just want to know because it weirded me out in my dreams, and then I couldn't remember what it sounded like. This dude is constantly yelling.
A lot of caps.
He makes KJ seem like a quiet dude.
We need to get him to yell. We need him to get a yell.
And even KJ is so philosophical. I can't. He uses caps when he's yelling at me all the time.
Yeah.
But I still think it would be more of a philosophical, like, you know, he kind of has this smooth cadence. Kobe, I could see actually yelling. But yeah, like that's why I said I'm torn, man. Yeah, I'm torn, and the CBA doesn't have to take it up, but it would be interesting considering Ridley's playing.
Yeah,
and they can remain silent on.
I mean, you know, his lawyers, Sorsby's lawyers, talked about pursuing legal options, and they're probably going to have some based on the Ridley precedent. You just be like, well, I didn't bet on the NFL.
Yeah. And I mean, would you have a supplemental draft for one guy?
I mean, they have before.
Yeah.
But again, I do think that it was an abbreviated time frame. Most of these, I do think the abbreviated time frame is a legitimate part of this.
No, I get it.
It's kind of a cop out, but also most of the time when there's a supplemental draft, you knew the Maurice Claret thing was going to happen a long time before it happened, right? In terms of needing a supplemental draft. Who was the Josh Gordon? You knew the Josh Gordon thing was going to happen. He got suspended for positive drug. It was going to happen months and months and months before. This would by far be the shortest turnaround I can remember on a supplemental draft. So, there is a part of that I do think logistically makes sense in terms of, hey, we don't have the time to do our due diligence on this to see what you should do. We're kicking the can down the road. I don't it feels like a cop out. I don't think it's totally illegitimate. I do think it'd be easy. It'd be much harder for them if there were other players that were supplemental draft worthy, and then Sorsby threw his name in. That's a lot harder in that case. Be like, no, Sorsby, you can't be in, but everybody else can be. That's closer to a punishment from the NFL than this is, where it's like, hey, you gave us 3 days. This is a pretty complicated case. We don't have the time for this.
Have you changed in the last 25 minutes?
Nah. Get him the hell out of here.
Are you being serious?
Bleep Sorsby and the click he came with. I'm out of here.
You want an uplifting clip from Ravi?
Yeah, give it to me.
If I'm like, DB, you're the fucking best, dude.
Yeah.
Like, that's uplifting. Like, that's a nice thing to say to somebody, even if it's, a little aggressive. But if I'm like, Rico, you're a piece of shit, like, that's not uplifting.
God damn it, Shane.
I didn't mean it.
And here's the thing. What was that from?
You were talking about how swearing isn't nice or something, and I was like, that's not true. You can swear in really nice ways.
Nothing encapsulates your personality on the fly. It's like when you went into character at Big Ten, when we were going to the Big Ten, and you were talking about all the ways you could use a swear word.
Yeah, it's very versatile. Very versatile. Oh, Richard Hole? Not that one. No, that's really more of a DB. It's a DB-ism.
I don't even know why I thought that was funny.
Yeah, you guys did me dirty a little bit here. I'm going to be honest with you.
That was 6 or 7 minutes of you using cuss words as adjectives or nouns or verbs.
Yeah, it's super versatile. I like variety. It's a total dick move. I get that, and it's not their fault. I understand it's a me problem.
You say that it's a you problem quite often.
Yeah, I'm self-aware. I just don't care.
Oh, okay.
And then at 9 o'clock, we're
that was a doozy.
It's thick.
Oh, so we're not doing the 4th of July food
No,
drive?
we are.
Like just to let people know that I was kind of like coming. I mean, it squirted first thing in the morning. So this wasn't about me.
I'm about to go down to Taco Bell and get me a blast.
Stop fingering it.
By the way, just for clarification, Ash Wednesday is February 18th.
Is Ass Wednesday when the Ho tournament happens?
That's got to be blasphemy.
No, we already missed it.
And then at 9 o'clock, I'm not.
It's thick.
I'm not Catholic, so the Ash Wednesday thing's fine. It's cool.
All right.
This is Austin's fault.
The food draft is after the show.
You good over there?
It just dawned on me that that's what we were talking about. But when Austin came in, I was like, I thought he meant after Sorsby.
No,
not after the show.
After the show, so we can play it later. So there's some new content for the listeners.
Yeah, I'm clearly scared to say anything these days around these idiots.
What is this about? Is this about food? I think I have a preview of it.
He's setting you up. He's setting you up, Damon. Don't say anything.
I do. I think I have a preview of it.
Speaking of being inclusive, I like black beans as well.
God, you are a jerk. Yeah, I mean, you say some really stupid things.
Well, I like lots of different kinds of beans.
You set yourself up in just unnecessary ways sometimes.
Refried, black beans.
I didn't solicit. I didn't we're probably talking about something completely different, and he just looks for the opportunity to be an idiot.
And speaking of being inclusive, I like black beans as well. Pinto beans.
That's not a race.
I'm talking about beans. Refried's not a race either. I'm such a dick. I don't know. I really can't help it. What are you talking about? Black beans are food, DB.
You even say black ugly. You can't just say it like a regular person.
What do you mean? Black. Speaking of being inclusive, I like black beans as well. Black. My accent.
There's a little. There's got to be like an accent, a tilde over one of those words those letters.
Like a regular person, just like black.
Black like a regular person.
Black.
Is that better? Speaking of being inclusive, I like black beans as well. How am I supposed to say it? How do you say it? You say it.
I'm pissed at Austin, so everything's bugging me right now.
Oh,
you seem like you want to say it.
No.
I'll say it with you.
No, I'm gonna.
I'm not a big green beans guy, Kobe.
I'm chill.
I don't like green beans. It's not really. I mean, they don't really seem like.
Are all those on the same page?
Feels more like a legume.
Pardon?
A legume.
Shut up.
Like a lima bean. I'm not a big lima bean guy either. Bad texture.
Dude, Alex, you can't.
What? I guess Shane's done working today.
I was waiting for Austin's outro music.
I think every time Shane hits the music before the show's over. No, I think we should put up that picture of Darren Peterson just sitting on a chair by himself.
If you say before the show is over, it's 10:12.
The show's over when we're done talking.
Who even pays
We have something else to record.
Does anybody know what time it is?
The show's over when we're done talking, Rico.
We have something else to record.
Yeah, and we'll do that when the show's over.
Is it all of us?
Yeah.
Are all of us drafting?
We're gonna
Unless you decide that you hate us and you want to leave like you usually do.
Hate's a strong word.
Dislike us strongly.
It's like that one, but it's Darren Peterson, and he's just sitting there. He goes, "Yeah,
That's how I feel."
He's like, "I'm done working today."
Oh.
Do you have that meme somewhere? That's what we need to play every time Shane tries to end the show early. It's like, Shane's done working today.
And
I don't even think it's a meme. I think it's just a picture of Darren Peterson.
Yeah,
It's
but there's like a caption on
And where are you go? Where do you have to go, Shane?
I didn't say I was going anywhere.
Bread Factory.
Shane said he didn't want to draft, which makes me really sad.
Wow.
Well, he has the palate of a 7-year-old. Like, what's he going to eat?
Yeah,
Well, also, it would be past 10 when we're recording, so.
Shane turns into a pumpkin.
I think you guys are all Richard heads.
Got a Cinderella situation here.
Or at least the two of
Kobe
you.
says Shane got the whole body creatine cramps.
All Richard heads.
A Richard Hole. A Richard Hole. There it is. That's Shane when he's like, "Hey, I'm done working today." That's my favorite Darren Peterson photo. Just by himself. It's like,
can you imagine Shane just locked up?
I put my 12 minutes in. I'm done today. I played a great first half against BYU. We're cool.
Shane, you ever take creatine?
Yeah, on a time or two.
Did you get full body cramps like Darren Peterson? I can't breathe. I can't read.
Oh, we got to send Kobe the link.
If I'm like, DB, you're the fucking best, dude.
Yeah.
Like, that's uplifting. Like, that's a nice thing to say to somebody, even if it's, super nice, a little aggressive. But if I'm like,
Get out of here, man.
all right.
None of this has been uplifting.
Well, not to you, Shane, but to other people, maybe. I think the chat's having a good time. Cool. I don't remember what that one's from.
I don't know. It's not even Friday. I bet Sasha's like, oh my God.
I mean, it is our Friday.
It is Friday. Sasha's in a meeting.
I
She
couldn't
can't
even
hear
get you to understand the middle of the wink thing. And then KJ lectures me about hump day in the Discord.
Yeah.
I was like, KJ.
You're like, it's like our Wednesday. Nah, it's not.
DB, just do what I do and just ignore people that disagree with you.
It's so bad. I never even know if people are really talking.
What do you mean?
Like,
like the drops.
I don't know if he was actually talking to me. I have to like.
No, there are some of those where I'm like, wait, I'm trying to like see if like people's mouths are moving.
I just want to get to our guest here, Gary Java.
I know that's not live. That feels like a producer problem, not a Ravi problem. I'm just gonna be honest.
Pretty uplifting.
Well, that part. If I'm like, DB, you're the fucking best, dude.
Do not cite the deep magic to me, witch. I was there when it was written.
What?
Feels super out of context. I don't know what.
Did he just like the guy's voice?
He's just big Liam.
Is that Liam Neeson guy?
Yeah, that's Lion the Witch in the Wardrobe.
That's
Big-
Aslan,
Big C.S. Lewis guy.
aka Jesus.
Did you say Assland?
No, that's where they hold the hoe tournament.
On Wednesdays.
At Ass Wednesday in Assland. Ton of bread factories there.
Yes, BLT. Shane is just spamming the soundboard. That's what's happening.
Like, why Liam Neeson? I'm not even going to ask because he'll have some long dissertation.
It'll be fine.
It's fine.
Does it take long to get to Assland?
Wouldn't know.
For some people.
You got baby strides.
Some people are born with it. I think we should call that a day.
Yeah.
That's the show for today. We'll be back after next week. We appreciate you you guys understanding we're going to take a little time off. We will have content for you every day. That's why we got to record some of it right now. Some of it will be new. Some of it will be just kind of refreshers on some things that have happened and kind of catch you up on some things that have happened as well. So, listen, nobody's coming for C.S. Lewis. We like C.S. We'll be back after next week. I don't know what to tell you. Maybe. Tune in. We got lots of stuff. We got lots of stuff planned over the next week as well. So there'll be content for you every day. The stream will be live. You guys can chat with each other. It'll just all be all recorded stuff for us. So we appreciate you guys, and hope you have a nice little summer break here. And we'll be back. We'll be back in July.
See you. Have a good day. Love you.
It's time to slide into savings at Edwards Nissan. Lease the 2026 Nissan Rogue Platinum starting at $379 a month, a platinum lease worth driving home. This June, the savings are as big as the season. We've also got the 2026 Nissan Pathfinder SV starting at $399 a month while supplies last. Don't miss your pitch. Slide into savings at Edwards Nissan.